Yes, Mr. Cheever. Yes, sir. Oh, the tickets are selling for the benefit like hotcakes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't you worry about a thing, sir. Oh, I'll get those reports to you as soon as I finish them, sir. Yes, sir. And goodbye, sir. Aren't those reports finished yet?
Which one, sir? You gave me so many.
The Gordon reports.
Oh, no, sir, they're not ready.
Well, I thought you were taking them home with you last night.
Well, I did take them home last night, Mr. Mooney, but I didn't work on them.
Well, I hope they enjoyed the visit.
Mr. Mooney, the reason I didn't work on them last night is because I was on the phone for hours trying to sell the tickets for the bank benefit. When I finally got to bed, I talked in my sleep.
A likely story. How do you know you talked in your sleep?
Because when I woke up this morning, I found out I had sold myself 10 tickets.
You can't afford 10 tickets.
I know.
Well, you sell them to someone who can pay for them.
Yes, sir, I will, sir.
Meanwhile, you cannot neglect your regular duties.
No, I don't mean to.
No, I never neglect anything. What do I do when I have extra work?
You give it to me.
I do not.
Oh,
now,
no.
I want to see all of the weekly statements,
yes,
and Mr. Cheever is waiting for the Gordon report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, did you type up those letters I dictated this morning?
Oh, no, sir, not yet, sir.
What do you do with your time?
Honestly.
Hi, Lucy.
Oh, you frightened me. What are you doing here, Mary Jane?
We had a lunch date, remember?
Oh, I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I can go to lunch. I got so much work, honey. Maybe I can go for 15 minutes.
Lucy, you know, I tried to call you last night several times. Your line was always busy.
Yeah, I was on the phone until after midnight trying to sell tickets for the bank benefit. Oh, would you like to buy some tickets?
I already did.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Lucy, you're getting very forgetful. And with all this work you've got to do, you have to sit up half the night selling tickets?
Well, Mr. Mooney asked me to, you know, and it's for a very worthy cause.
You're pushing yourself too hard. You're going to have a nervous breakdown.
Oh, Mary Jane, a nervous breakdown. Now, that's a lot of poppycock.
That's just what my cousin said when I warned her.
When you warned what cousin about what?
My cousin Barbara. I warned her she was working herself into a state of nervous exhaustion. Poppycock, she said. Next thing we knew, she started having hallucinations.
What kind of hallucinations?
The kind you have when you have a nervous breakdown.
Mary Jane, I never felt more calm, cool, and collected in my whole life. Now, will you... Oh, yes! Yes, Mr. Mooney.
Have those weekly statements, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Mooney's office. Oh, just a moment, please. It's for you, Mr. Mooney. Mr. Robert Bailey.
Oh, Bob Bailey. Yes, he's that friend of mine who's going to entertain at the bank benefit. Hello, Bob. Oh, no, look, Bob. I'm glad you called. I want to invite you to stay at my place while you're here, yeah. Yeah, we can reminisce about our college days. Boola, 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 boom. What? Max? Who's Max? Oh, you have a partner in your act now. Well, there's plenty of room at the house for you and your partner. Yes, my wife's out of town. She's attending the annual reunion of her commando troop. You know the old saying, when the cat's away, the mice will play. Yeah. Well, why don't you meet me here at the office, then we'll go from here right to the house, eh? Right. Fine. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Here are those statements, Mr. Mooney.
Hey, yeah.
I still have a little work to do on them.
You haven't finished them yet?
Not quite.
Not quite?
Well, let me put it this way, sir. I haven't even started them yet.
Well, you better start on them before you start out the front door for the last time.
Yes, sir, yes,
Now,
sir.
I want these finished so I can take them home over the weekend.
Well, don't worry, Mr. Mooney. I'll have them finished. I'll work on them overtime at no expense to the bank, and I'll bring them over to your home.
Well, you see that you do.
Yes, I will. Honestly. He always tries to make a monkey out of me.
Oh, Lucy, he'd drive anybody crazy. Come on, honey, I'm starved.
Now, wait a minute. I gotta think of some things here. I gotta take these home. I've gotta finish these this afternoon. I gotta do the typing. Okay. Maybe I better take those with me. Maybe I can do some while I'm having lunch, and I think I'll take the tickets. Maybe I can sell some tickets. Mr. Mooney's office? Oh, I'm sorry he's not in. Oh, by the way, would you like to buy some tickets for the bank benefit? It's for a very worthy cause. You would? Oh, thank you. I just sold 2 more tickets.
Who to?
I forgot to ask.
Lucy, I'm very worried about you. Let's go have something to eat.
Let's hear a cheer. Bob Bailey's here. I'm back again. Back again. Hear the weather change. Mooney, baby, I'm here. Mooney, baby. Mooney, baby. Oh. Mooney. Ah, you move. I guess he's not here, Max. Come on in. Will you get a load of this layout, partner? Is this something? Oh, boy, he's really done all right since the old school days, old Mooney. I'll tell you what, Max, you sit here, wait for me. I'll see if I can find him, okay? Make yourself comfortable.
Oh, boy, that was a good lunch.
Yeah, I sold some more tickets.
Too bad you didn't eat anything.
Well, I was too busy. Gee, I'm kind of worried. I thought I had 15 of these statements. I only can find 12.
Maybe you forgot and left him on Mr. Mooney's desk.
Mary Jane, for the last time, I am not forgetful, and I am not about to have a nervous breakdown, and I'm not about to have hallucinations. So relax, doctor. Maybe I did leave them on his desk.
Come on, Max, you better stay with me.
Lucy, are you all right? Oh, hi, Mr. Mooney.
Mr. Mooney?
Yeah, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I just need a little drink of water, I think.
They are Mooney, baby.
Oh, good to see you, boy.
I can never remember that second word. Have I got a surprise for you? I want you to meet my new partner, Max.
Wonderful, good, love.
Max, come on and meet my old friend Mooney.
We may. Max?
That's Max, the greatest partner I ever had.
Yeah, but he's a monkey.
Well, that's why he's a great partner. Works for peanuts. Relax, Mooney. He's gentle as a lamb and smart as a whip. Well, he's almost human. But there you are, you see. You gotta be almost human to be a vice president of a bank, don't you?
Look, Bob, I've told Mr. Cheever all about you, and
All right.
he's very anxious to meet you, so let's go into his office, shall we?
Cool it, Max. I'll be right back and take you to lunch. No, we can't go to the Brown Derby. You're not wearing a tie.
You all right, honey?
Yeah, I feel a lot better.
You know, Lucy, I've been thinking, I know you don't believe this, but you really are working too hard. Now, just to be on the safe side, why don't you call my cousin psychiatrist?
A psychiatrist? Mary Jane, that's ridiculous. Now, I'm perfectly all right, and I don't need a psychiatrist. Honestly. Gee. Mary Jane,
Yeah?
how do you spell psychiatrist with a P or an S? Huh? How do you say, how do you...
Now,
Mrs. Carmichael, just relax and tell me your problem in your own words.
Well, it's not my problem, Doctor. It's my friend's problem.
I see. Go on.
Well, my friend is secretary to a banker, a Mr. Mooney. And today, she had an hallucination.
How did she know it was an hallucination?
Well, because every time my friend looked at her boss, she saw a monkey instead of Mr. Mooney. Would you call that an hallucination?
Yes. Yes, I would.
I was afraid you would.
Mrs. Carmichael, tell me about this banker who looks like a monkey to your friend.
Mr. Mooney, oh, he's enough to drive anybody crazy. Not that my friend is crazy, you understand, but she has been very overworked.
I assume she finds her boss a slight problem?
Slight. Spends his whole day raving and ranting and trying to make a monkey out of me.
Her.
Her? Oh, yeah, I mean her.
Of course. That's what causes her hallucinations.
What?
Her subconscious is making a monkey out of Mr. Mooney before Mr. Mooney can make a monkey out of her.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Her hallucination is based on fear.
On fear?
And the only way to fight fear is to face it.
You mean face Mr. Mooney?
No. Face this hallucination and look right through it. Once your friend realizes this man cannot make a monkey out of her, he'll stop looking like a monkey to her. And the hallucination ends. It's as simple as that.
Oh.
Face your fear, and it will disappear. The words of my favorite psychiatrist.
Freud?
No, me. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, if your friend will follow my advice, I'm sure that her hallucinations will disappear.
Oh, Doctor, I'm so grateful to you. Thank you so much.
Not at all.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Doctor,
Yes?
there's something I feel I must tell you.
What is it?
Well, I'm afraid this might come as a bit of a shock to you.
Well,
I'm the one who sees Mr. Mooney as a monkey.
you're kidding.
I knew you'd be stunned.
I just can't get over it. You mean you taught this animal to mix your martinis?
Oh, sure. He makes them for me all the time.
Well, that's wonderful.
Not really. He usually puts in too much vermouth.
Okay.
No, Max. No, Max, none for you. No. Well, you always say that. Just one teensy little drink. Then you have so much you make a monkey out of yourself. Now put that down and behave yourself. That's it. Now sit down next to Uncle Mooney. Mooney, baby, I want to thank you for one of the greatest days of my life. This has been so relaxing. It's been a long time. Max and I have been on the road for a year.
Well, I tell you, it's a joy having you here, Bob. You know that. I just can't get over this animal. That is the smartest creature I've ever seen.
He certainly is, and he's always trying to learn more.
Oh.
He just devours books.
Oh, now, come on. Now, don't tell me he reads books.
No, he eats them. That's a joke from our act.
Oh.
And I don't mind telling you, our act is getting pretty well known. We're billed as Bailey and Max.
Bailey and Max.
Shh, not so loud. He thinks he's getting top billing. Where you go, sweetheart? Easy. No tricks, Max.
Hey, yep. What is... whoa, hey, yeah. Come on, now, wait a minute. Look, will you tell your simian Socrates here to stop swinging on my banister?
I'm sorry, Mooney. He always climbs things when he gets hungry.
Oh, does he eat anything besides books?
He'll take a banana now and then.
Bananas? Well, I think there's some in the kitchen.
That's
Come
a good
along, I'll
place
show
for
you
it.
where they are.
You cool it, Max, and I'll be right back with your din-din. How do I know if he's got any coconuts?
Mr. Mooney, it's me, Mrs. Carmichael. Steady, Lucy, steady. Face your fear and it'll disappear. Hi, Mr. Mooney. I brought the statements, Mr. Mooney, and I worked very hard to get them all finished. Oh, Mr. Mooney, before you read the statement, there's something I'd like to say. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't say anything until I'm finished. Mr. Mooney, I just wanted to say that I've worked for you for quite a while, and you're a wonderful person. And even though I'm only an employee, I really feel that I'm just as much of a human being as you are, you know? Please, Mr. Mooney, let me finish. I just wanted to say that if I make any more mistakes, I beg of you, don't make fun of me. Don't try to make a monkey out of me all the time. Because if you keep that up, I'm afraid I'll just have to look for another job. You understand, Mr. Mooney?
Understand what?
Oh, Mr. Mooney. Boy, am I glad to see you again.
Mrs. Carmichael, is there something the matter with you?
Not anymore. Now you can read the statement.
Oh, thank you. I'll have to go upstairs and get my glasses.
Oh, I'll get them for you. Where are they?
Well, they're in the den upstairs, but I don't see any reason
No,
for
no,
going.
you sit down and relax. I'll be good to you if you be good to me. Don't you worry about a thing.
No. Say, that banana looks good, doesn't it? Don't worry. I wouldn't take yours for the world. Get my own. I'd just thought.
There they are. I cleaned them all up for you. Face your fear. Face your fear. I'm facing my fear, but it won't disappear. Stays right here. Mr. Mooney, may I use your phone? Dr. Parker, this is Lucy Carmichael. I'm so glad you're in. Listen, I tried to do what you said about the hallucination, but I'm with Mr. Mooney right now, and he keeps switching from a monkey to Mooney and to a monkey again. It's just no use, Doctor. What? Yes? And bring Mr. Mooney with me?
Mr. Carmichael?
Yes?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm Dr. Parker, a psychiatrist, and I think you should go down and see him right away.
I beg your pardon.
I mean, he's very wealthy, and he's thinking of opening an account at your bank.
Oh, good. Well, tell him to come down to the bank first thing Monday morning. I'll take care of him personally.
Oh, but he's so busy, Mr. Mooney, he can't ever get away from his office. Oh, yeah, he's got so many patients. He's up to 3 couches already. So please, let's go and see him right now before another bank gets his account, huh?
It's a good idea. All right. Well, I better go and put a jacket on. I want to make an impression on a new depositor, you know.
Good.
Yeah.
Wear that new one you had on the
Yes,
other
well, I
day.
have the whole suit. I'll be right down. Yeah.
Dr. Parker, I talked Mr. Mooney into coming to your office with me. Yeah, we'll be right down. Yeah, thank you, Doctor. Bye-bye. Ah! Oh, my, that was quick. That is a nice jacket. I'm sure that you'll make a good impression on the doctor. Well, come on, we'll go, Mr. Mooney. Come on, Mr. Mooney. We'll go down to the doctor's office, just downtown. Come on, Mr. Mooney. Come on. Come on. stand up straight. Come on.
Okay, Max, here's your dessert. Max, come on, stop. Hi. Max. Max, get out of that car! Max, come back here! Max! Mooney!
Getting a jacket here. Oh, Bob, where's Mrs. Carmichael?
Is she a red-headed dame?
Yes, that's my secretary.
Well, I've got news for you. Your secretary just ran off with my partner.
Good heavens!
I wonder what she sees in him.
I wonder what he sees in her.
Dr. Parker?
Well, Mrs. Carmichael.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Where's Mr. Mooney?
Well, he's waiting in the reception room. He's reading the Wall Street Journal. He enjoys that. And I wanted to see you first and remind you not to say anything to him about my thinking that he looks like a monkey. You know, nothing about my hallucination.
I understand, Mrs. Carmichael. I won't say a word.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Come in, Mr. Mooney. Doctor, I'd like you to meet Mr. Mooney, the vice president of our bank.
Mrs. Carmichael, is this what looks like a monkey to you?
Dr. Parker, for heaven's sake. He can hear you, you know.
But, Mrs. Carmichael.
You promised you wouldn't say anything in front of him. That's terribly unprofessional. What about your hypocritical oath?
But, Mrs. Carmichael, this is not a hallucination. This is a monkey.
Oh, come on, Dr. Parker. Don't try to humor me.
I'm not humoring you. This is a monkey, not a man. You understand, Mrs. Carmichael? A monkey, not a man.
Oh, yes, I understand, Doctor. Yes, I understand.
You have no hallucinations.
No, I don't have any hallucinations.
You're all right.
Yeah,
Understand?
I know, yes, of course I understand, of course.
You can go home now and,
Yes,
take
Doctor.
your monkey with you.
Yes, I'm on my way, Doctor, and thank you very much, Doctor. You got
Not
to get
at all.
out of here before he gets violent. Now, Mr. Mooney. Hi, Mr. Mooney.
Mrs. Carmichael, you have done some ridiculous things in your day. But would you explain why you took Mr. Bailey's monkey to a psychiatrist?
Yeah, lady, I'd like to wait till we're both stars. Then we can go together.
You mean this is really a monkey and you're really Mr. Mooney?
But do I look like Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm?
You made me the happiest girl in the world.
Well, bully for me, bully for me.
You see, Mr. Mooney, I came down here because I thought I was having a nervous breakdown and because I was working so hard at the bank, you know, and trying to sell your tickets for the benefit. And, oh, that reminds me, Mr. Mooney, I haven't sold any tickets this afternoon. Doctor, would you like some tickets for our bank benefit? It's for a very worthy cause.
No, I haven't got time.
Oh, he hasn't got time for heaven's sake. Oh, you want some tickets? Oh, wonderful. Oh, you want some more? Oh, thank you. Oh, you got a lot of friends? Oh, maybe he'll take Tarzan and Jane.
Hi, Lucy. You ready to go home?
Hi, no, I'll be with you in a minute. I gotta make sure that all this stuff is exactly where it belongs tonight.
Well, can't you do that tomorrow morning?
No, I have to do it tonight. I won't have time in the morning.
Why?
Because everybody has strict orders to be at the bank an hour early tomorrow to meet the efficiency expert who is being sent over to check on how Mr. Mooney is running the bank.
Efficiency expert. Is Mr. Mooney worried?
Is he? I haven't seen him so scared since his wife started taking karate lessons.
Well, I don't him for worrying. Those efficiency experts can be very tough, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had one working at the studio. He came in to show him how to save money on a picture we were making called Gunfighter at Gower Gulch. And, you know, he figured out a way they didn't have to pay the actors.
How?
They used real bullets.
Oh, Mary Jane, you're joking.
Yeah, I heard that on the Red Skelton show.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Of course, I don't know what they need with an efficiency expert around here when they've got Mr. Mooney. You know he never wastes a thing. He makes me straighten out bent paper clips. He makes me tie knots in old rubber bands. You know what he had me do last week?
What?
Send out my typewriter ribbon to be dry cleaned.
That's real efficient.
That's real cheap. Okay, I'm ready to go.
What are you doing?
I'm getting in training for Mooney's new time clock.
In training for a time clock?
Yeah, if you don't punch it, it punches you.
You're joking, Lucy.
Yeah, I heard that on the Jackie Gleason show. Come on, let's go.
Now, Mr. Caston, the efficiency expert, has made drastic personnel changes at other branches of this bank because they were not run properly. However, Mr. Caston will find no fault at my bank because it is run competently by conscientious workers, with one possible exception. Why are you late, Mr. Caston? All right, answer me! Why are you late?
Well,
That's the same excuse you gave me the last time.
Mr. Mooney, I'm not late. The bank isn't even open yet.
I specifically requested everyone to be here 1 hour early this morning, and everyone was here 1 hour early except you, and you are 10 minutes late.
Well, that's an improvement. I'm usually 15 minutes late.
You see? You can't even be late on time. Never mind, there's no time for excuses. Now, staff, remember, this is a very important occasion for our organization. I want this bank to get a special commendation from Mr. Caston. What?
It's him. It's him. It's the efficiency expert.
No, it is not the efficiency expert.
Oh, who is it?
It's Mr. Grantland, a very important prospective client.
Oh, it's a client. It's Mr. Graham, not Ange.
Quiet!
Quiet.
Good morning, Mr. Grantland.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney. Nice to see you. Oh, am I a little too early?
Oh, no, that's quite all right, sir, quite all right. I was just giving the morning instructions to my staff.
Well, please continue. Don't let me interrupt.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Oh, will you have cigars, sir?
Thank you.
Well, why don't you sit down, make yourself comfortable?
Thank you.
Now then, staff, as manager of this bank, I will see you through. If you follow my instructions, I'm sure Mr. Caston will be very impressed.
All right, everybody, up on your toes. Look alive. Man's here. All right, now get this. The name is Caston. Oliver Caston, okay for short.
Good morning, Mr. Caston. I am Theodore J. Mooney, the manager of the bank.
Well, ding, 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 bring out the news. Why is everybody standing around? This is a bank, not a morgue. Now stop standing around like a bunch of stiffs. Tellers, get behind your cages. Bookkeepers, back to your books. And filing clerks, back to your files. Back to work. Move around. No smoking on the job. What's a bounce? Either shape up or ship out. Get back to work. Work.
Mr. Caston, sir, you've made a terrible mistake.
I don't make mistakes. I correct them.
But, sir, Mr. Grantland doesn't work here. He is a prospective and important client.
How are you? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Sorry about that cigar. Just a little... How are you? Yeah, take this one. There's a cigar in the 40. You like sloppiness? Pick it up! Pick it up! Move it! Pick it up!
Thank you.
Sorry about that. What is he standing there without a light? Light!
Yes, the light.
Is it too important for you to get out a light? A light.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Oh, this is a good girl.
Nice to see somebody around here who is efficient. Efficiency is the lifeblood of this business, and this girl is efficient.
I don't want any screaming. Don't suck your thumb. It's a dead giveaway.
Oh, I like your style, Red. You've got a good career around here.
Mark my words, Mooney, this girl is going places.
Yes, and I'd like to tell her where. Mr. Caston, sir. Mr. Caston.
Just call me OK.
Okay. I mean, if you excuse me, sir, Mr. Granson and I have some important business to discuss.
Is that so? What are we hanging around here for?
Move it! Go!
Mr. Granson, go.
All right, you, Red.
Me?
You, where do you think you're going?
With Mr. Mooney.
Yeah, she's my secretary.
Oh, you sly dog, you.
Why, I don't want to
No, that'll come later. Never mind, we've got work to do. You go. Go. Hey, Red.
Yes, sir.
You come with me. Come.
Yes.
Now, what? Don't crowd me, will you, kid?
I'm
I got
sorry.
work to do.
I didn't mean to.
It's quite all right. Here.
File this in the vault.
Now, the thing we got to do is... I see what you're doing. Staring at my bald head, huh?
Oh, no, sir, I
Never
wasn't.
mind. It's my proudest possession. I used to have a beautiful full head of curls. Pulled them all out by the roots.
Why?
Why? Because 5 minutes every day is saved by not having to comb a lot of messy hair.
Oh.
That's efficiency.
Yes, sir. By the way, sir, my name is Lucille Carmichael.
Lucille Carmichael?
Yes,
That's the
sir.
name? Carmichael. Let me see. Carmichael, that's 3 syllables. Lucille, 2 syllables. Together, that's 5 syllables. In an average day, I'll have to address you 41 times. That's a total of 205 syllables. Too long. I'll just call you Red.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's get cracking. Show me about the bank. There's work to be done. Come with me. Come.
Yes. If we go
Why did you want to buy? Why do you insist on crowding me?
I didn't mean. I'm sorry,
Crowding
sir.
me is just a waste of time.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Don't you ever waste any time at all, sir?
Can't afford to. You see, I have 12 children to support.
Well, children, how long you been married?
12 years.
That's efficiency. Come.
Well, Mr. Mooney, I think the terms and conditions of this agreement are more than fair.
Well, thank you. Our bank is most anxious to have the Granton Toy Company as a member of our happy family.
Well, now, if my board of directors agree with the terms of this loan, I think I can assure you of the Grantland Toy Company account.
Oh, good.
You'll be seeing me very shortly.
Well, you're fine, sir, fine. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mooney.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Oh, Mooney, you rascal. You've done it again.
Mr. Caston is not going to like you wasting time dancing.
Oh, has he finished his tour of the bank yet?
Yes, and you know something? He is a very amazing man. He keeps going like perpetual motion. Go, work, quick. I wonder what makes him repeat everything.
I think his mother was frightened by a bunch of radishes. Now, look, has he suggested any changes for the bank?
Not yet,
No.
but I'm sure he's going to. Yeah, he's been walking around looking at everything, shaking his head, and making little notes in a black notebook.
Oh. Well, I'm going to make sure that he finds nothing wrong in here. Let's, that was all right. The filing cabinet. Good. Plants over there. Aha!
What?
I found something.
What?
The wall heater. It's in a direct line with the water cooler.
So?
Well, that isn't efficient. You see, the water isn't as cool as it should be because of its contact with the hot air.
Say, it's pretty good thinking. I think you're an expert on hot air.
What? I know what you mean. I better move this thing. Where can I put it? Yes, this will be a good place right here, I think. All right. Over there. There. I'll put the chair back. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's better.
I think so, too.
Yes, well, I hope our Mr. Efficiency expert approves of this.
Mr. Mooney,
Mm-hmm.
are you afraid of him?
Afraid of him? Certainly not. I don't particularly like him. He reminds me of my wife.
Is she efficient, too?
No, she's bald. Well,
let's get to work.
Say, how many letters do I have to send out this morning?
All right, let's see. What have we got here? One office, one executive, one secretary. Good.
Yes. You'll find nothing wrong in here, sir.
Everything looks fine, except... What is this water cooler doing over here? Thought I wouldn't notice it, huh?
It should be over there.
That's where it used to be.
Who's the idiot who moved it?
She is.
Well, I had a perfectly good reason.
Don't sputter. If the water cooler is by the door, every time the door opens and closes, there will be an influx of air. The draft will change the temperature in the water, and you're not thinking, Mooney.
No, you're not thinking, Mooney.
Well, I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, well, don't be. Gee whiz, I know that, baby. Relax. As a matter of fact, at the main office, we all think you're very good. Good.
Oh.
We even have a little reward for you.
Oh, what's that, sir?
The key to the executive washroom.
Oh, thank you.
I knew you'd like it. And one other thing, Mrs. Mooney, I'm going to take your secretary away from you.
Oh, you don't have to do that, sir. No, sir. You have done enough for me already. Well, what time do you want her to report to your office?
She's already in my office.
No, sir. This is my office.
Not is. Was.
Well, if you use this, what am I going to use for an office?
I just gave you the key. All right, Red, I want you to keep a careful record of any messages I might get. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to lunch. I'll be back in precisely 7 minutes.
Yes, sir.
This water cooler, I wanted it moved. It's still here. When I give an order, I want it obeyed. When I want it moved, I want it to move. Move. All the time, move when I say it. Hold it. No free blotters. Stop that, ladies.
He reminds me of a sergeant I once knew. Better move this thing, I suppose.
Well, I'll help you.
Haven't you helped me enough already, you Benedict Arnold, you?
Oh,
well, I
Mr.
was just trying to
Mooney,
do...
I didn't
You
mean
don't have to
anything
do
by
things
that,
like
for
that.
I am glad to say I've only been here 2 days, and already you're beginning to shape up.
Beginning to shape up.
But
But
there's still plenty of room for improvement.
room for improvement.
Mooney, there's a spot on your tie. May I say that? Sloppy.
Mooney, sloppy.
I know that some of you resent my making you coming in earlier than usual, but remember, time is money.
Yeah, the early bird catches the worm.
A penny earned is a penny saved.
A stitch in time saves 9.
Never put off for tomorrow what you can do today.
Birds of a feather gather no moss.
He who hasn't... Birds of a feather gather no moss? I mean, what is that?
That's efficiency.
Oh.
I put 2 proverbs together, sir. You see, birds use moss to build their nests. People deposit money in banks to feather their nests. So it's a good slogan for a bank. Birds of a feather gather no moss.
By George, I think she's got it.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you can all learn from her. In only 2 days, she's absorbed my methods of management. I'm going to my office to rewrite my report. Take over, Red.
Yes, sir.
I'll take that.
Right, Chief.
And watch everything. Keep it going right.
Right.
Hold that! No free blotters. Watch that.
All right, now, hear this. Things are going to be different around here. There'll be no more goofing off. When I give an order, I expect you to jump. Jump. Do you hear me? We're going to work as a team. We're going to put our best foot forward, our noses to the wheel, and our shoulders to the grindstone. All right, everyone, to your post. Go.
May I speak to you, Mrs. Carmichael?
All right, what is it, TM?
Well, Mrs. Carmichael, in all the years of our association, I could never get you to do even your own work, let alone extra jobs. But in just 2 short days, Mr. Caston has turned you into a human dynamo. Why?
Well, because, TM, Mr. Caston has taught me the meaning of efficiency. He gave me ambition. He gave me my get up and go. Mr. Caston has taught me the power of positive thinking. I can be anything I want to be. Success goes to the worker, not the shirker. Do you remember the story of the grasshopper and the ant?
The grasshopper and the ant? I've been so busy, I've forgotten about the birds and the bees.
Back to your job, TM. Go, 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 go. All right, open up. Open up. Here we go. On your toes, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Good morning. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Oh, hi, Mary Jane.
Lucy, are you all right?
Sure, why?
Well, you were gone when I stopped by your apartment for breakfast this morning.
That's right. I left at 6:30. You know, the early bird catches the worm.
What worm? All I wanted was toast and coffee. Lucy, you know, something's happening. You're so different.
I've turned over a new leaf, Mary Jane. I've learned in order to get anywhere today, you got to move, move, move. By the way, I'm going to have to call off our bowling date tonight. I'm working late.
Oh, well, can we go tomorrow night?
Sorry, I'm working late tomorrow night, too.
Gee, Lucy, I never get to see you anymore. How about lunch today?
Okay,
Oh, I'll pick you up at 12.
but I have to be back by 12:14.
14 minutes for lunch?
That's right. I'm entitled to 16 minutes. But yesterday I took 18, so now I owe them 2.
Lucy, you better stop washing your hair with that soft water. It's seeping into your brain.
Fred, how's everything going?
Oh, fine, sir. I'd like you to meet my friend Mary Jane, Mr. Caston.
Well, I'm glad to see you, glad to see you. I want to tell you, you're lucky to have a girlfriend like her. She knows her way around the business world. She has a bright future.
Thank you.
She's going to get ahead.
I hope so. She needs one.
Friend?
Mr. Caston, sir. I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that Mr. Grantland called. The Grantland Toy Company is transferring all of its business to our bank.
Well,
Good.
good.
Yes, furthermore, they are going to borrow $1 million.
Bad.
What do you mean bad?
How do we know they'll be able to repay their loan?
Oh, they're in very good financial condition.
Then how come they have to borrow money?
Good.
How come they have to borrow money?
Good thinking, Red.
How about that?
But they're a very good risk. I've seen their financial statement.
What? Did you see their factory?
Yeah.
How do we know they're running their company efficiently?
Yeah, how do you know that? If you didn't see the factory,
didn't
how
see
do
the
you know
factory,
that they
how do
are
you know they're
running
running it
anything
efficiently?
efficiently?
Will you hold
How
it?
could you...
Will you hold it? I say a few things once in a while, too.
Before we lend them money, we're going to run an efficiency check on their factory.
Come with me, Red. Come.
Right, too. Right. Try not to make any more mistakes while I'm gone.
That's fine, Wendy. Good girl. Okay, Betty.
Ordering one blue poodle.
One blue poodle.
And this is the department that we're very, very proud of. We've combined our shipping department with our hobby horse assembly line. Hobby horses are a big profit item with us.
Got that, Red?
Hobby horses, big profit.
Yeah, you might say this is the only business in the world that you can make money horsing around.
Ordering one dump truck.
What was that voice?
In addition to assembling the hobby horses, we send the other toys into the shipping department when they're ordered.
Aha.
What's this? Where? Where are they going? Where?
They're taking a 15-minute coffee break, and they deserve it.
What a way to run a business. Mr. Grantland, you must be off your rocker.
Grantland off his rocker.
What do you mean?
Coffee breaks, 4 girls to handle a line like that. 2 of them can handle it, but even one.
Even one.
Well, Mr. Caston, if you can show me a way to run this operation more efficiently, I'd appreciate it.
Your worries are over, baby. Get behind that assembly line, Red.
Get behind... Me?
Now, just get into this and get in there.
Well,
Do as I say. Get in there. We'll show them how efficiency is run.
yes, sir, I am, sir.
You have no
Grantland,
fear.
you're wanted in your office.
Oh, will you excuse me? I'm needed in my office.
Have no fear. Caston is here. Just a minute. Mr. Grant, will you have him turn on that conveyor belt? Turn it on again, will you? By the time you get back, we'll be running this thing smoothly. Show you what efficiency really is.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Granny. Go ahead, Red. You're on your own. Make me look good.
Yes, sir.
You can handle it, baby.
Yes, sir.
Just don't panic.
No, sir.
They make a big deal out of it. They put 4 broads on here. They need 1.
Yes, sir.
Good work. Good. Look at this. Perfect, baby. You're going to make me look good. You're doing fine.
Yeah, it's not hard, sir.
No, you got it perfect.
They went that away. Fun.
fun with the work. That's the way to do it. Look how efficient you're
Oh,
moving.
here comes another one.
And you'll handle it beautifully. Atta girl. You're doing fine. I could teach you brain surgery in a week. You're beautiful, baby.
Thank you, sir.
I think this will make a good investment for the bank.
Good. I hope so, sir.
Doing very well, baby.
You certainly have bright ideas, sir.
Well, I got a bright girl. I get a bright idea. You're doing
Thank
fine.
you. Oh, here comes another one.
Good girl. Right the first time. How do you like
Ordering one fire truck.
fire truck?
You want the fire truck?
Where's the fire truck?
Oh, here's one right here.
Good girl. Put it on the assembly line.
Beautiful fire truck.
You're doing great. That's it.
Ordering 2 mama dolls.
Now, what's a mama doll, honey?
Well, it's a doll that says mama.
Well, find it. Where's the mama doll?
Here they are.
Good
Mama
girl,
dolls,
doing
mama
fine.
dolls, mama
You have
dolls.
4 girls. You're doing it all by
Wait a
yourself.
minute, wait a minute.
Tail,
sir.
tail, 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 tail.
Yes.
Tail, tail, tail.
Yes.
Very good. Head, head, head.
Up
Head, head, head.
Oh,
Ordering
No, no,
one
that's a tail,
jack in
tail.
the box.
yes.
What did he order?
Yes, sir.
He ordered something.
What'd he say?
He ordered something.
What?
What did he want?
What'd he say?
Ordering one jack in the
A
box.
jacket.
A jacket box.
There it is.
Oh. Look at it. You got a jack in the box?
Don't open it. Some stink. Don't.
Yes, sir.
Ordering 2 teddy bears.
2 teddy bears.
Yes,
There's
sir.
the teddy bears.
There they
Good
are.
girl.
Yes, sir.
Doing fine,
Make
Ray.
that 1 red teddy bear, 1 yellow.
Now you're on your own, kid.
Figure this one out by yourself. That's too much for me.
Good girl, good.
Put the tail in. Don't forget the tail.
That's very good. You're doing
Ordering 6 yellow hound dogs.
6 yellow hound dogs. Where are the hound dogs, honey?
Well, they're-
hound dogs.
they're up there
ordering
someplace.
6. They're hound dogs. Where are the hound dogs?
These are
Well,
yellow.
get them if you can get them.
Good morning, Mr. Carmichael.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Any messages?
No, sir, but I have the morning mail.
Oh,
Here you are.
thank you very much.
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Is there something else?
Well, yes, sir. I just want to tell you how happy I am to be working with you again.
Well, thank you, thank you. It is nice to have the bank back to normal.
Yes, Mr. Caston may have been efficient, but he certainly made everybody a nervous wreck.
Oh, he did indeed.
Oh, by the way, sir.
Yes?
This top letter is from Mr. Cheever, and you have to initial it and send it to the main office as soon as possible.
Thank you very much. I'll do that. There we are.
Would you like me to deliver it for you, sir?
No need for you to bother. I'll have the messenger take it over. Boy,
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. What is it, sir?
take this to Mr. Cheever's office. They want it as quickly as possible.
Don't you worry, sir. I'll hurry. I'll go as fast as I can. I'll just run.
Go! Run! Quick! Up! Quick! Now, Mrs. Winkler, I'm not the type of man to high-pressure anyone into making a hasty decision, but I'm sure you'd be more than satisfied if you give our bank a chance to handle your late husband's estate.
Well, I appreciate your interest, Mr. Mooney, but I think I'd like a little longer to think it over.
Of course.
And now I must be getting back to Pasadena.
And remember, Mrs. Winkler, our bank offers more than just business relationships. With us, you would be treated as a friend and a member of the family.
Well, I must say, Mr. Mooney, I like the way you make a person feel so sheltered and protected.
Well, that's our policy, you see.
Mr. Mooney.
Yes?
Oh!
Oh, Mrs. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Oh, I apologize for my secretary.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, my heart is still pounding the way you sailed across that desk.
Oh, my dear, forget it. I rather enjoy a little action once in a while. I'm so tired of having Boy Scouts always trying to take me across the street. Good day, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, good day, Mrs. Winkler. Oh, it's so nice of you to take it that way, really. Thank you so much. Mrs. Carmichael, do you realize Mrs. Winkler is a very important potential client?
Well, yes, Mr. Mooney. I said it was an accident. I just turned like...
What are you doing with all that junk anyway? Did you come here to work or to try out for the Olympics?
No, sir. The girls here at the office loaned me all this stuff to take to Lake Arrowhead tomorrow.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Tomorrow is my vacation.
You mean my vacation?
When you're not here, it's my vacation.
Who's winning? Well, I was just getting a little practice.
The personnel office sent me over to see Mr. Mooney's secretary.
Oh, well, that's me. I'm Lucy Carmichael.
Hi, I'm Audrey Fields. I'm going to be replacing you on your vacation.
Oh, fine. Well, Mr. Mooney just stepped out, and I'll be glad to introduce you to him when he comes back. Won't you just sit down?
Well, maybe while we're waiting, you'd show me around and tell me what my duties are.
Oh, well, it's just the usual secretarial work, you know, answering the phone and typing letters and filing and things like that. And if I can do it, anybody can.
Now, tell me about Mr. Mooney. Just what kind of a boss is your employer?
Well, let me put it this way. He's more boss than employer. He yells a lot.
Uh-oh, one of those, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that a man like that can be handled with tact and diplomacy.
Oh, well, that's just the way I handle Mr. Mooney. I have found that the best tact and diplomacy is just yell right back at him.
Mrs. Carmichael!
What do you want?
Well, I'll tell you what I want. You're supposed to put addresses on letters before you take them to the mail room.
Yes, sir.
I'll be glad to help.
Who's this?
Oh, that's Miss Audrey Fields. She's going to replace me during my vacation.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do, Mr. Mooney?
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Well, tell me, Miss Fields, have you had much experience in this sort of work?
Oh, yes, sir. My last position was as private secretary to the president of the North Atlantic Trust Company.
Oh, private secretary to the president. Well,
Yes.
you must have been with the company for quite some time.
No, not really. Actually, when I started, the situation was rather similar to this one. I replaced a girl who went on her vacation, and Mr. Grant was so pleased with my work that he kept me on. And by the time she got back, I had assumed so many of her responsibilities that they made her my secretary.
My, isn't that interesting?
Yes, very.
Yeah. Well, now it will be a pleasure having someone with your experience around here to help us.
You know, Mr. Mooney, you remind me somewhat of Mr. Grant.
Oh, I do?
Uh-huh. Of course, he's a bit older.
How old is he?
At least 40.
Oh.
You know, Mr. Mooney, now that I see how young and attractive you really are, I'm really sort of surprised that this office is furnished so, conservatively.
Conservatively?
Oh, yes, Mr. Mooney. Now, for instance, these lamps. They're really terribly ordinary. Today, people are going in for fun patterns and lamps with a message.
lamps with a method.
And now let me see. The rug looks like it's in good shape. Maybe shampooing it would bring it back to life.
It is a little dead, isn't it?
And I think that we should move my desk just a little closer to yours. And then we'd still have plenty of room here in the middle for a nice informal arrangement, something cozy and warm, huh?
How about a love seat with an incense burner?
Hardly.
Well, I like your suggestions very much, Miss Fields, very much indeed. Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, sir?
Before you go to lunch, will you get in touch with an interior decorator?
Yes, sir?
Make sure we get someone very avant-garde and modern.
Oui, madame.
And get someone up here to shampoo this rug and bring it back to life.
Yes, sir. There's nothing worse than a dead rug.
Oh, and if anyone calls, I'll be out to lunch.
Yes, sir?
Now, there's one more thing.
Yes, sir?
Are you interested in lunch, Miss Fields?
With you? Yes.
Lucy, stop worrying. Wait till you see these kooky outfits I borrowed for you from the studio. All very high fashion. And look, honey, this is the wig Audrey Hepburn wore in the picture we saw. You know, some nights you can be a brunette just for kicks.
Well, Mary Jane, I appreciate all the trouble that you went to, but I just think I should call Lake Arrowhead and cancel my reservation.
Oh, Lucy, all year long you've looked forward to this trip. Now, don't blow it just because some girl's taking your place at the office.
That's just it, taking my place. She's the type that could con Mr. Mooney into making my vacation permanent.
Mr. Mooney wouldn't allow a thing like that.
Ha!
I know you two have your differences, but Mr. Mooney's loyal. If he wasn't, he'd have hired a good secretary a long time ago.
Well, you're a big help. Anyway, she's more than just a secretary. She's one of those tricky chicks. You know what she is?
What?
She's a one-woman Peyton place.
Oh, you make her sound like a real femme fatale.
Yeah.
What does she look like?
Oh, nothing special. She's about the same age as me when I was younger. She's attractive, but not beautiful. Her figure's okay, but not wow, you know.
Well, so what are you worried about? She's just a girl.
I know, but she's so good at it.
But, honey, Mr. Mooney's not going to be taken in by someone like that. He's a respectable married man.
He's also at the dangerous age.
He's past the dangerous age.
That's worse. Men go from dangerous to desperate.
Lucy, I tell you, you're just letting your imagination run wild now. Why don't you go up to Lake Arrowhead and stop worrying about your job?
Look, I'm not just worrying about my job. I don't want to see Mr. Mooney led astray by some designing woman.
Is there anything you can do about it?
Well, I can stay around where I can keep an eye on them and see they don't get too cozy.
Lucy, you're supposed to be on a vacation. You can't be seen hanging around the bank.
Well, now they don't have to know it's me that's hanging around the bank.
Lucy, no, not another one of your kooky capers.
Well, all I know is I just got to protect poor Mr. Mooney from that menace. Well,
Lucy.
New paragraph. Confidentially, I think my approach to landing the Winkler account is far superior to Mr. Cheever's old-fashioned fuddy-duddy way. Oh, by the way, where did these flowers come from?
Oh, I brought them. I thought they'd make your office just a little more cheerful.
Our office?
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, they smell lovely.
I was hoping their fragrance would help overcome the aroma of Mrs. Carmichael's perfume that seems to linger on.
Oh, how? Is that her perfume? I thought that was insecticide.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney's office. Oh, the interior decorator is here.
Good.
Send the decorator in, please. I just know you're going to love all the ideas I have for your office.
Our office, remember.
Ciao. Margot's Mad interior.
She has a mad exterior, too, if you ask me.
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Mooney's secretary.
Oh, you must be that lovely Mrs. Carmichael I spoke to on the phone.
No, Mrs. Carmichael is on vacation. I'm taking her place.
Mr. Mooney, Mrs. Carmichael sure thinks the world of you. Yeah, she says you were so kind and considerate and so loyal. And oh, by the way, how's Mrs. Mooney?
Well, fine.
I'm glad to hear that.
Would you mind if we got on with the decorating?
Why not?
Over here, I thought we should have some very bold masculine drapes. A pattern that would reflect Mr. Mooney's personality. Maybe something in an animal motif.
How about something with a stripe down its back?
Yes, stripes. Stripes are very in this season.
Yes, they're way in.
And over there...
Where?
There, we thought that we should have a very important painting.
Like what?
Something that art lovers can communicate with.
No. Well, if it's communication you want, how about a Salvador Dali? Then when anyone comes through the door, they can say, "Hello, Dali." That's communication.
Yes, well, we'll think about that.
No.
Now, over here, I would suggest that we put a nice, cozy little bar.
A bar?
Oh, yes, Mr. Mooney. Nowadays, more deals are made over a bar than over a desk.
True.
I'd like the bar to be made out of something unusual.
Like what?
Well, now, what do you have in distressed wood?
Well, we have some walnut that looks a little worried. Or maybe you prefer melancholy mahogany. Or if you want something really distressed, we have some pecky cypress that's on the verge of suicide.
I know what I'd like.
What?
Maple.
Oh, maple, good. With a beautiful blonde finish to go with your hair.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
And maybe a black base to go with the root.
Well, if you ladies have settled your decorating problems, we have to get back to work.
Oh, well, don't let me interrupt. You two just go ahead like I wasn't even here. I'll just take a few measurements.
Oh, fine. Now, let's get on with our correspondence. Would you read me the last paragraph of that memo I dictated?
Yes, sir. Confidentially, Mr. Kavanaugh, I think my approach to landing the Winkler account is superior to Mr. Cheever's old-fashioned fuddy-duddy way.
Fine. Now, that memo goes to Mr. Kavanaugh, and be sure that this one goes to Mr. Cheever. And don't get them mixed up, because if you do, I am in terrible trouble.
Oh, I'll be very careful, Mr. Mooney. Perhaps Mrs. Carmichael could make that mistake, but I never could.
One more thing. Are you interested in lunch, Miss Field?
With you?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Thank you.
That's Mrs. Carmichael could make that mistake, but I never could.
Gentlemen, the stock that you mentioned will be acceptable as collateral for the loan that you are requesting. However, if the loan will not...
Buenos dias. My name is Jose Hernandez.
Apparently, you're here to shampoo the rug.
Apparently, I come to shampoo the rug.
Wouldn't Mrs. Carmichael send someone over here to shampoo the rug when we have important work to do? Now, she is a real bird brain.
Couldn't you make arrangements to come back later this evening?
No, I cannot work at night. At night, I have to siesta.
Don't you take your siesta in the afternoon?
No, Esther, my girl. Tonight, I have to siesta.
Oh, really? Shampooing the rug while we are working? What a bother!
Oh, you don't bother me, senor.
I wasn't referring to you. We're the ones...
Gracias. Pick up your feet, senora. On the way for Juan Jose.
You go someplace else.
Sí, Tijuana, but I don't wanna.
Mooney, I want to talk to you about this limo I received.
Yes, Mr. Shiva, yes, sir. What about it, sir?
Well, in it, you criticize my handling of the Winkler account, and you also refer to me as an old fuddy-duddy.
Oh, well, sir, my secretary must have made a mistake in transcribing a note. I have never thought of you as a fuddy. Or even a duddy. Look, what I think I said was that you are a ready Freddy.
Well, listen, Ready Freddy. You had better get ready to find yourself another job with another fuddy-duddy. If we don't land that Winkler account...
Yes,
and remember, this is a bank, not a laundry.
Yes, sir, Mr. Jiggy, yes. Can you explain how this happened?
No, I don't know how it happened. I just came to shampoo the rug.
I was talking to you! Well, Miss Fields...
No, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
This is worse than anything Mrs. Carmichael ever did! Oh, will you stop that silly dancing?
I'm not dancing. I'm just rubbing the suds in the rug.
Rubbing the suds in the rug? Rub them in some other rug! Now, come on, out of here! I've had enough of this! Out!
Senor, you're bending my enchilada.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mooney. Mrs. Winkler still doesn't answer.
Oh, well, keep trying. If she takes her account to a rival bank, I'll be looking for another job. Oh, I don't know.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Good morning, Mrs. Winkler. Oh, how nice to see you. Won't you sit down? Oh,
We've been trying to get you on the phone all morning.
Oh, have you really? Well, I was visiting some friends at Lake Arrowhead. Oh, and while I was there, I ran into that adorable secretary of yours, Mrs. Carmichael. What a dear, dear girl.
Oh, well, that's very generous of you to say that after the way she sprawled you across this desk.
Oh, think nothing of it. She's just a spirited young thing. I was the same way when I was younger. My. This office seems so dead and empty without her.
Oh, my, you are fond of her.
Well, she's my kind of people. I like doing business with my kind of people.
Doing business?
Yes.
Well, now, I can arrange to have the papers all drawn up for your signature tomorrow.
Oh, will Mrs. Carmichael be back tomorrow?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Oh, well, why don't you have Mrs. Carmichael call me when she gets back from her vacation, and we'll settle things then.
Whatever you say, Mrs. Winkler. Whatever you say, of course.
Oh, my. My, she certainly is eccentric.
Well, she'd have to be so fond of Mrs. Carmichael. Oh, she's also very forgetful. Here's her handkerchief. Now, I wonder why she insists on Mrs. Carmichael being here before she'll do business with us. Now, she went to Arrowhead, and she... I am beginning to smell a rat.
I am beginning to smell the rat's perfume. Now, look at these initials, L.C.
Lucille Carmichael! Now, what in the world could she be up to?
Why, she's here to spy on us.
Well, why would she want to do a thing like that?
She's jealous of me.
Jealous?
Well, as a woman, she's aware of the great admiration that I have for you, Mr. Mooney. Now, what was it you said they used to call you in college?
Speedy.
Speedy.
Ah, so you came back, did you, to get the handkerchief before we discovered your initials?
Handkerchief? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't give me that. Come on, I've had enough of your game.
Mr. Mooney. Oh, you don't know what you just did.
Mrs. Carmichael! Do you realize what you have made me do?
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr.
Sorry? I not only threw out an important client, I have thrown my entire career out! Oh, Mr. Cheever. Yes, sir.
Mrs. Winkler was just in my office.
Oh.
I don't know what you said to her, but congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she wants you to handle her account personally. She says you're the independent, no-nonsense type. She likes your spirit. Says you remind her of her late husband. Splendid, my boy, splendid!
Mr. Mooney, you see, I'm lucky for you.
Well, it's lucky for you that things turned out the way they did.
Yes, sir.
Where are you going, Miss Fields?
To Arrowhead. I've had enough of this kooky joint. Speedy.
If you're stuck for a secretary, Mr. Mooney, I can take my vacation some other time. That is, if you still want me to work for you.
Well, there's one thing I have to get settled first.
What's that, sir?
Are you interested in lunch, Mrs. Carmichael?
With you, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, is this where Flight 74 comes in from the east about 12:01?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my girlfriend's on that plane. Vivian Bagley. I mean, her name used to be Vivian Bagley, but now it's Vivian Bunsen. She got married again.
Flight number 74 is now coming in for a landing.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, isn't this exciting? Oh, look, someone's hanging out of the plane. It looks like Viv.
Why, that's the landing gear.
Flight number 74 will be unloading at gate 7.
Oh, miss, where are you going?
Oh, I just wanted to be back there. I thought it would be very nice if I was right there at the bottom of the steps when Viv came out of the plane.
I'm sorry, miss, but you can't go out there.
Oh, well, I won't be in the way. There's plenty of room.
Well, it's not a question of room. We've never had anyone run over by a plane. We'd like to keep it that way.
Oh, well, those are the rules. But I just can't wait to see Viv. Oh, I've got so much to talk with her about. You know, we haven't seen each other for over a year. There's Viv! There's Viv! 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 I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, and I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, I don't know how I stayed away. Have you had breakfast?
Oh, no. I just had lunch.
Oh, I forgot the difference in time.
Oh, I love it. Now that I'm in California, I'm 3 hours younger.
Oh, and you look it.
And you just look absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
And you're working for Mr. Mooney.
How about that?
How is he?
Same as ever.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. I thought California would agree with him.
Oh, I'm dying to hear about your husband.
Oh, and am I dying to tell you about him?
What does he look like?
Well, he's handsome.
Yeah.
He's tall, and he's got dark hair, and he has blue eyes.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
he's
that's
so
smart.
strong, and he has lots of character. Just hates those marriages where the wife tries to run things, doesn't want the woman running things at all.
Oh, he's the boss, huh?
No, I am, but he hates it.
Same old Viv, that's what you are. Here, let me carry this for you. Gee, oh, boy, that's heavy. What do you got in here?
I bought you a present.
What?
A big bag of oranges.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Good afternoon. I'm glad you finally got here.
Gee, have I got a big surprise for you?
Oh, please, no games. Not on the
Now,
day
now,
as
wait
busy
till you
as...
find out who came to see us.
But you...
Surprise!
Hello, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, my. What?
Mr. Mooney, I asked Viv to come here because I didn't want her sitting alone in my apartment all day waiting for me, so I didn't think you'd mind if she waited until I finished work.
Well, not at all. Not, of course, you must excuse us. We have a lot of important work today.
Oh, don't mind me. Just go right ahead.
You sit right over here, darling.
Okay.
And you put your bags right over here and take off your coat. And here's
right.
a magazine. I just know you're going to love. There's some wild things in there.
Oh, righty.
Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes, sir.
Will you bring your ledger over here,
Yes,
please?
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, will you refer to page 44?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, now, 44.
Oh, Lucy, look at this gown.
That's the one, Viv. Is that too much? Oh. Of course, you have to have the figure for it.
Oh, say, did you notice I've lost a lot of weight? I'm down to a size 12, and that's without my girdle.
Yeah, I sure did notice. I noticed that on the way home from the airport.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we never had that much room in the cab before.
Since I got married, I just stopped eating between meals.
You did?
Yep. I just eat my 6 meals a day now, and that's it.
6 meals?
Uh-huh. I have to keep up my strength. If I don't, it gets a week I can't eat. And if I can't eat, I don't have the energy for those singing lessons.
Oh, you're giving singing lessons?
Not giving, taking.
Oh, how wonderful. How you doing?
Oh, wait till you hear me.
Not here.
All right, Mr. Mooney. But I want you to hear me before I leave town.
Oh, I want to hear you, Viv. I want to.
My husband refers to me as his happy little canary.
Ah, that's cute.
Cute? 150-pound canary?
Oh, Viv, would you like a cup of coffee?
Oh, I'd love to have a cup of coffee.
You don't mind, do you, Mr. Mooney?
Oh, it'll be just like old times having a cup of coffee with you.
Oh, and I got so much to ask you.
Oh, and I've got so much to tell you.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. Before I left home, I went to the beauty parlor and I picked up all the local gossip.
Oh, wonderful.
Anybody wants me, I'll be out in my car.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, aren't you going to stay and have coffee with us?
You're right. Yes,
hasn't changed a bit. He sure hasn't. And I'm so glad he's gone. Now we can gossip all we want to. Tell me about everybody.
Well, now let's see. When I was in the beauty parlor, I heard something about Helen and Joe Walton's son.
You mean little Herbie Walton?
Yeah, you remember him?
Certainly. I was at his high school graduation.
Well, he came out here to go to college.
Yeah.
And I heard...
Yeah, what? What did you hear?
I heard that all he does is hang around that Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
Well, they said he just got so he looks very unusual.
Like what?
Well, he's got hair down to his shoulders, and he's got a guitar hanging around his neck, and he wears a watch in his ear for an earring.
Well, never mind that. Tell me why he looks unusual.
I just told you. He's got hair down to here, and he wears a watch in his ear like an earring.
Well, on the Sunset Strip, everybody looks like that.
Well, maybe you folks out here in California are used to things like that, but oh boy, if his mother ever hears what happened to him.
Do you mean Helen doesn't know?
No, she doesn't go to my beauty parlor.
Well, maybe we better get up on that Sunset Strip and straighten out little Herbie before his folks hear about him.
Oh, now, Lucy, there's nothing we can do.
What do you mean there's nothing we can do? We can try to talk to him.
Oh, his generation lives in a kooky little world all their own. They don't want to talk to us.
Well, maybe he would talk to us if he sees us up there on the Sunset Strip and he thinks that we're his own kind.
Now, Lucy, we're outsiders. He wouldn't talk to us. Besides, I didn't come here to butt into anybody's business. I came here to see the sights.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about. You're going to see the Sunset Strip, and believe me, girl, that's a sight. They'd be this far out.
Oh, boy. Did you see that kook with his beard and curlers?
Yeah. How about that character with the bare feet and the braided toes?
Gee, I think I look just as ridiculous. I don't see why I let you talk me into this.
Because we want to find Herbie Walton, don't we?
Well,
maybe one of those weirdos knows where we could find Herbie. But remember, they don't trust outsiders. Let's act like we're one of them. Come on, just pay no attention.
Hi.
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 What's your name?
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi.
Oh, hi, I'm Vi. I'm Luce.
Luce?
That's short for Lucy.
First time you two chicks making a scene?
Yeah.
You belong to some cycle outfit?
Yeah.
Which one, the Cobras or the Sharks?
The Bloomer Girls.
The Bloomer Girls? I never heard of them.
It's an undercover outfit.
Well, what are you doing up here?
We're looking for a guy named Herbie Walton.
Yeah.
Herbie Walton, huh? What's this cat look like?
Well, he's got long hair and a guitar, and he wears a watch in his ear like an earring.
Oh, yeah. You mean Itchy.
Itchy?
Yeah, Itchy usually makes a scene around this time. So stick around. Beautiful.
Thank you.
He was talking to me.
Say, Harry.
Yeah.
Take a look at those new rules and see if I'm allowed to tell her to get her foot off my motorcycle.
It says here it's okay if you take your hat off first.
Excuse me, miss. Would you please get your foot off my motorcycle?
Ah, cool it, Buzz. Cool it. Don't jabber her. Don't jabber her.
Don't jabber me. Don't jabber me.
Get your foot off my motorcycle.
Cool it, man. Cool it. All right. Cool it. I'll call the fuzz. Yeah. I mean, I'll call the police.
Now, cool it.
Don't blow your stack, pussycat. Don't blow your stack.
Oh, Lucy, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to go home.
No, wait a minute. We want to find Herbie Walton, don't we?
Well, I don't know.
Look. There's a lot of coops going into that club across the street. Let's start in there.
In the Harry, eh?
Yeah, that should be a good place to find a guy named Itchy.
Oh, now, don't jabber me.
Don't jabber.
Don't blow your stack, pussycat. Don't.
Watch. What are you, some kind of squares?
What do you mean, squares?
Nobody comes to the Hairy Ape to sit and watch. Either you swing with the in-group or you're out.
All right, man. Cool it. We swing pretty good. Cool it.
Yeah, don't blow your stack, pussycat. Don't blow.
In-group, huh?
If anybody back home saw me in this can of worms, they'd kick me out of the garden.
Just remember, we gotta act in or we'll be thrown out.
Will it be?
What do you have?
Can we have a menu?
We don't have menus. If you don't see it on the tablecloth, we ain't got it.
We'll just have some coffee.
Okay. 2 muddy splashes. Do the arrow?
The arrow?
Yeah.
No, we girl.
How about the rooster?
The rooster?
No, we just made this scene. We don't know any California dances.
What kind of dancing do you do?
Well, I can do the lighthouse.
The lighthouse?
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's good. What do you do?
I can do the chipmunk.
The chipmunk?
Yeah.
See, that was really cool. Let's cut it.
Walk away.
All right. We got a little impromptu entertainment. Got a new cat that wants to try his wings here at the Harry 8. Itchy Walton. He'll accompany himself on his own kickbox.
Isn't that awful? Look at that hair.
And his father, a barber.
No wonder he's itchy.
I'm going to sing my own composition, Lament to a Small Town. I come from a small town with grassroots, blue serge suits, and turkey shoots. It's Squaresville, man, like New Moon Hay, or Groundhog's Day, or Friday night at the PTA. Yeah, the dialogue's dull as dull can be. They say things like, long time no see, or howdy, neighbor, golly gee. Yeah, or a village fool, when he blows his cool, will come on with a, by Jiminy. Well, I split these scenes before my teens. Had to take my leave on Christmas Eve because I sealed Santa up in the chimney. Yeah. I could hear him shout that he wanted out as I grabbed his sleigh for my getaway. On hipster, on swinger, on playboy, on bunny. Let's get to the city and go for the money. Merry Christmas.
Isn't that the worst thing you ever heard?
Yeah, and it'll probably sell 1 million copies. Oh, Itchy, that was groovy, man, groovy.
Yeah, we dig you, Cat. We'd like to buy you a splash.
Yeah, sit down, have a splash with us, Itchy.
Yeah, groovy.
You really come from a small town, Itch?
Oh, you better believe it. A place called Danfield. Real Dullsville.
And when did you make up your mind to leave there?
Well, a while ago. Then I came out here with all these cats and I dug all this swinging action.
Well, don't you miss your parents or ever think about them?
Well,
Well, you know, they're okay, but that mom and dad scene is really a drag.
Yeah, it's a drag.
Well, not that they should be stamped out or anything, you know, but that Maggie and Jiggs action is pretty hard to take.
Maggie and Jiggs. Herbie Walton, you ought to be ashamed of yourself talking about your parents like that.
Herbie Walton?
Yes.
How do you know me?
I'm Mrs. Bunsen.
Mrs. Bunsen from Danfield?
Yes, and this is Mrs. Carmichael. Maybe you remember her. She used to live there in Dolesville.
Well, yeah, sure, but what are you two doing here? Like this?
We're trying to find you, Itchy, and bring you to your senses.
Oh, well, now, Mrs. Carmichael, I was just putting you on.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I thought you were like all the rest of these characters, and I didn't want anybody to get wise to me.
Get wise to you?
Wise to you about what?
The hair and all this jazz. You don't really think I turned out to be one of these kooks.
Well, then what are you doing here like that?
I'm just getting some material that I need for a thesis.
A thesis?
Yes, for my psychology class.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, believe me, I can't wait to take this wig off.
Oh, what's a wig?
Oh, well, are we glad to hear that?
Listen, will you do me a favor?
Sure, what?
What time is it?
10:30.
Oh, my gosh, I gotta be cutting out.
What?
I mean getting back to the dorm. But it was
the dormitory.
Nice to see you.
Oh, I'm so glad we found you, Herbie.
Good luck with your thesis.
Oh, thank you. Oh, when I write Mom and Dad, I'll tell them I saw you. But I won't tell them how you looked.
Oh, thank you. Well, now, aren't you glad we came? Everything turned out just fine.
Yeah, for once, one of your crazy schemes didn't backfire. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Now we'll continue with our impromptu entertainers. Hey, Red! Do either of you chicks chirp?
Yeah, my friend does.
What friend does what?
You. I want you to chirp. Sing a song.
I can sing here,
Sure
Lucy.
you can.
I don't want to sing here,
You
Lucy.
said that you wanted me to hear you sing.
Well,
Now,
I was
come
thinking
on.
of the Hollywood Bowl or something like that. No, I couldn't sing. I gotta have somebody accompany me.
Well, I'm just dying to get my hands on this git box. Now, what are you gonna sing?
My best song.
Well, what's that?
I dream of Jesus with the light brown hair.
Hey, wait! You two here. Come on, you two, this way. The wagon's waiting outside.
Well, what's a rat?
The curfew law.
The curfew.
Now, you kids know the rules. Everybody under 18 has to be in by 10 o'clock.
Under 18. Oh, now listen, officer.
Vivian, let's not argue with a nice officer.
I hope Mumsy and Daddy aren't too upset by this.
Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh.
Those boots were made for walking.
Oh, well, I'm having trouble with this typewriter.
Well, you shouldn't have. It's a brand new electric typewriter. A child could run it.
Well, I'll bet Tom Edison himself couldn't work this one. Couldn't I have my old typewriter back?
No. You simply have got to learn how to run that electric typewriter.
Well, couldn't I break in slowly, like maybe on a gas typewriter?
This is no time to be facetious, Mrs. Carmichael.
Well,
Now, did you put the paper in properly?
of course.
Did you hit the keys properly?
Yes, I did.
Did you plug it in properly?
Oh, plug it in. Oh, you must think I'm a perfect idiot.
Nobody's perfect. But you'll do until the real thing comes along. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, this is an electric typewriter.
Yes, sir.
This is the plug for the electric typewriter.
Yes, sir.
And this is the outlet that supplies the electricity for the electric typewriter.
Oh, Mr. Mooney,
Now,
I don't...
please don't interrupt. Now, the typewriter will not work without electricity. We must plug it in. So,
Mr. Mooney,
please don't interrupt. So, we plug this into that thusly.
That's what I tried to tell you. That outlet has a short circuit. Now, if you don't mind, Mr. Mooney, we plug this into that thusly. Gee, Mr. Mooney, this machine is wonderful. You know, it practically types by itself. I'll bet someday they invent a typewriter that does type by itself, and then you wouldn't need me.
May I live to see the day.
Well, I don't think that was a very nice thing for you to say.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. You know something? You're always finding fault with me. If I'm so incompetent, how come you picked me from the secretarial pool?
Picked you? You were the only one left.
You know, you're lucky you got me. Good help is very hard to find these days.
I know, I'm still looking.
It'll be a lot easier for me to go out and get another job than for you to find another secretary.
You get another job?
I could get another job if I wanted to.
Well, it would be very interesting to see just what kind of a job you think you're qualified for.
Well, I'm qualified for a lot more than you ever give me credit for, and I'd like a chance to prove it, I'll tell you that.
All right, good, good. Why don't we start by looking in the help wanted section of the newspaper?
That's a very good idea.
Oh, here we are. Help wanted, female. Excellent position open for unusually talented young lady. College graduate with a master's degree in psychology and a thorough background in calculus, trigonometry, and mathematical analysis. Must speak 6 languages and be expert at operating a digital computer.
What's their phone number?
You're going to apply for the job?
No, I'm going to call them and tell them not to count on me.
I think not. Oh, here's another job that you're not qualified for.
Mr.
Wanted.
Mooney, if you don't mind, I'd prefer to select my own new job.
Well, I was just trying to help.
Thank you, but I'd like to find it. Oh, here's one. It's an ad for an employment agency that specializes in unusual jobs. The Unique Employment Agency. We get odd positions for odd people.
Oh, that's you, all right.
Never mind. I'm going right down and see them.
You'll never find a job for anyone as incompetent as you are.
I am not incompetent. I know what I'm doing every minute, and don't you...
Oh, never mind that. Never mind. I'll take care of it. Go. Go.
All right.
Oh. Knows what she's doing every minute.
Before we talk about your employment problems, I have some background information I'd like to ask you.
Yes, ma'am.
Name?
Lucille Carmichael.
Address?
The Glen Hall Apartments, 780 North Gower Street.
Age?
Oh, well, would you mind putting down over 21?
Over 21. Way over. Education?
Yes, I'm a high school graduate, and I had 2 years of business college. Almost.
Perhaps we should give you an aptitude test to find out the type of work for which you're qualified.
All right.
Now, this will be a word association test. I'll mention a word, and then you say whatever word pops into your head.
Mm-hmm.
Summer.
Winter.
Hot.
Cold.
Legs.
Walk.
Hair.
Dyed. I just used a little henna.
Lift. Up. Carry.
Grant.
Cary Grant.
Yeah.
What type of job would an answer like that qualify you for?
I don't know, but it's nice work if you can get it.
Well, I've had all kinds of answers from applicants, but Cary Grant?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind working for him in any capacity. And you know, these days he could use a babysitter.
Say, would you like to do some babysitting?
Oh, I sure would. Does Cary Grant need a babysitter?
No. This is a wonderful babysitting job. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. Oh, now there are 3 children, and it pays $5 per hour per child, with a guarantee of 3 hours.
Oh, wow, that's $45. I'll take it.
Well, you can have it if you qualify.
Oh, well, I raised 2 children of my own. They're away at school now.
Oh, well, then you know all about the care of baby.
Oh, I certainly do. I always followed a simple poem that my mother taught me. If you want a happy baby, here's the thing to try. Keep one end fed and the other end dry.
Oh, that's very good child psychology. Oh, you'll do just fine for this job.
Thank you.
Now, the family name is Winslow, and it's at 1711 Valley Meadow Road. You be there at 7 o'clock tonight.
Yes, ma'am, I will, and thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hello, Mrs. Winslow. This is Miss Almond. Oh, I have good news for you. There'll be a babysitter there tonight at 7 o'clock. No, I didn't tell her about the children. I was afraid if I did, she wouldn't take the job.
Darling, what time is the babysitter going to get here?
I told you before, 7 o'clock. I hope this one stays long enough for us to get out of the house.
Yes, dear. Darling, why don't we ever hire an animal trainer instead of a babysitter?
An animal trainer.
Yes, dear. After all, they are chimpanzees, and chimpanzees are animals.
They're just as human as you are.
Yes, dear. Oh, that must be the babysitter. I'll get it.
I'll get it. You round up the children.
Yes, dear.
Want to come in?
Thank you. Oh, my, what a lovely room.
Well, it's a little messy just now. The children have been playing in here all day.
I understand. My, they certainly have a lot of nice toys. Oh, and that wonderful tree. Children love to climb trees.
Especially ours. They could climb before they could walk.
They sound like very unusual children.
Yes, they are.
What are their names?
Their names are Danny, Charlie, and Bobby.
Oh, how wonderful. 3 boys.
No. Bobby is short for Roberta. Oh, Roberta's the baby. Now, she'll require a little extra attention, of course.
Naturally.
Now, she has to be in bed by 7:30. She sleeps here in the crib. That's her nightgown. The milk and the cereal over here. The boy sleeps back here in these bunk beds.
These bunk beds are wonderful.
Yes, and these are their pajamas.
Aren't the sleeves a little long?
No, not for them. No, the baby likes to be rocked and sung to at bedtime. Do you know any lullabies?
Yes. Does she like Rockabye Baby in the Treetops?
Oh, she loves the part about the treetop. In fact, she likes all kinds of music. She likes rock and roll, Dixieland, boogie woogie.
Well, for a baby, she sounds like a real swinger.
They're all swingers.
Oh.
That's why we have the tree.
Yeah, I can hardly wait to meet the little darlings.
Oh, here they come now.
Who said that? I didn't. So that's why this babysitting job pays so well, huh?
Yes. You're not going to back out, are you?
No, I can use the money.
Good. Well, let's get going, Jonathan.
Yes,
Come on.
dear.
Give the
Here,
baby
Mrs.
to Mrs.
Carmichael.
Carmichael. Now, be good boys. Come along. We'll be back right after the movie. Come on.
Hello, Bobby. Hello. Are you Charlie? Danny? Come here, Danny. Hello there, fella. Hello there. Hey. Hey there, fellas. Around the rosy, pocket full of posy, all far down, all far down. All right, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute now, boys, stop it. Danny, sit up there in the chair. Sit up there in the chair. Listen, now you hold the baby for me. Come on, I'll ride the horsey with you, Charlie. Get on the horsey. Hold the baby now, Danny. Danny, hold the baby. Do you hear me? Hold on to the baby. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. All right. Come on, Charlie. All right, Charlie, you'll beat me this time. Okay. Get up on the bunks, Charlie, and play. Danny, come on, get up on the bunks here. I'll take the baby. Get up on the bunks and play. Come here, Charlie. Come on, get up here. Way up on top, Charlie. Way up on top. Now get up there and play. I just gotta get the baby to bed. Come here, Bobby. Come on, sweetheart. Oh, Danny, come on, back. Danny, come on, get over in the bunks. Please, let me get the baby to bed. Oh, good heavens. Now stay there and play by yourselves, you hear? Oh, boy, those brothers of yours. Oh, good heavens, hang on. Oh. Off we go, and into our nightie. Come on, darling. Come on, sweetheart. Oh, that's a good baby. That's a baby. Put your arm in there. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm exhausted. I don't know about you. I'm ready to go to bed. Oh, you haven't even had your din-din yet. You ready for your bottle? Oh, turn around, honey. That's it. I gotta fasten it here. Put your head up. That's a good baby. Her's a good baby. Her getting tired, isn't her? Those brothers are so crazy. Come on, sweetheart. Oh. Now, how about our bottle, huh? How about our bottle? Now, wait a minute. Now, don't, just take it easy. Just take it easy. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna rock, and we're gonna have our bottle. Okay. Oh. Are you supposed to ride a bicycle in the house? Are you sure about that, Charlie? Danny, are you sure? Come here. Charlie, come here. Charlie, that. Oh, boys, honestly. Charlie, come here. Oh, boys, please, stick that in your mouth, please. Now, boys, you mustn't fight like this. Danny, sit up here in the chair. Charlie, leave him alone. Oh, honestly. You hate that. Charlie. Danny, get up here in the chair. Let go of Charlie. Oh, boy. Danny, will you get up there? Charlie, shame on you. Charlie. Listen, you. Get up there. Charlie, pick up your hat and get over there at the table. Get up there at the table. Get over there in your chair. You sit right down there. Oh, Danny, come over here. Get up there in your chair. And you sit down. Put your hat on your head. Stay where you are. You hear me? I'm going to get your food. Boy, please stop it, please. Here. Look, food. Oh, good heavens. Oh, I don't know if it's worth the $45. All right. Oh. Boy, you're something. You're really something, you three. Oh. All right, finish. Turn around. Sit up in the chair. Leave your hat on. You look better. Listen, I forgot I got to burp you. Bobby, you've got to be burped. Bobby, you can't drink the whole thing. Bobby. Oh. Boy. Bobby. Now look, it's either you or me. Bobby. If you don't mind, that's for the kid. Just your own. Oh. Here. Open your mouth. She's never going to let go of the bottle. I might as well give it to you. Chew for a while. Bobby, you got to be burped, kid. You got to be burped. Every baby has to be burped. Now, Just a minute. Now, up you go. Oh. That was a beauty. Yeah, that was a beauty. Listen, turn on the television. Turn it on. See what we got on there. Come on. Wait, leave some. Oh, Danny, he ate it all up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
I love you, dear, but I can't leave my husband.
Why not?
Oh, Charlie, turn it off.
But
Turn it
your
off,
voice
Charlie.
is so
You're too young for Peyton Place. Oh. Look, you gotta go to sleep. You know it's way past your bedtimes, too. I haven't even got the baby to sleep yet. All right, now listen. Behave yourselves. Behave yourselves. I'm going over here and sing to the baby. Oh, Bobby, you gotta go to sleep. You just gotta go to sleep, sweetheart. You just gotta go. Boys, please, please. Charlie, come here. Charlie, come here. Charlie, come here. I don't want you riding that now. Come here. Now, you stay right here. Sit down. Now, just stay there for a second. You hear me? Just stay there. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will Is that a commentary on my singing? What do you mean by that? Look, a Barbra Streisand, I'm not. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby cradle. All right. You don't want me to sing, I'll play. All right, you got it. I got your message, kid. Come on. Oh, boy. Hey. Oh, come on now. All right, Charlie. You think you can do any better? You play. Bobby, I wish you'd go to sleep. Well, Charlie, that was wonderful. Oh, not gin again. Listen, all right, we've had it. Now, come on, you two boys. Oh, Phillips, now stop it. Goodness, I never saw such goings on. Will you stop the monkey business? Oh, watch it, Lucy, you're cracking up. You stop it. Hey, Danny, will you go outside, please? Danny, Charlie, get out there, wash up. Come on out there, wash up. Oh, fellas. Come here. You get outside and wash up. Charlie, now stop it. Mommy, get back in that bed. Get in the bed. Oh, honestly, will you get out there and wash up? Come here, Danny. You sit down. Danny, come here. Come here. What's the matter with you? Get outside. Now wash up. Oh. Now you're going to bed, young lady. You're going to get right down there in that bed right now. Do you hear me? It's way past your bedtime. Now lie down. What are you doing? What? Oh. Is her saying her prayers? Oh, what what a darling little baby. She said her prayers. Yeah, she said her prayers. Now, we go to sleep. The baby down. Winter time's at late. Cowboys and Indians. Tell us. Mr. Oh, boys, please. Come on now. Please. Danny, Charlie. Get down on that tree. Get down on that tree. Charlie. Charlie, for heaven's sake. You've got to go to bed. Do you understand? Danny, come here. Charlie, get down on that tree. You hear me? You've got to go to bed. I got Charlie, come here. Charlie, come here. Come on, Charlie. No, Danny, you don't sleep in this bed. You don't? Charlie, will you get out of the tree? Charlie! Danny, come with me. Come on now. Don't sleep in this bed. Honestly, let go of the baby. Charlie, will you get down out of that tree? You've got to go to bed. Now, come on. Come on now. Charlie. Charlie, please get down out of the tree. Boy, I promised your mother that I'd have you in bed. You've got to go to bed. What are you doing there? Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to get them to bed.
Don't apologize. You're better than any babysitter we've had. You're still here.
Yes, you're still here.
As a matter of fact, I want my sister to meet you. She's having a lot of trouble getting a sitter for her baby.
Oh, is her baby a monkey, too?
Of course not. You can see for yourself. Hey, sis, come on in. Bring the baby with you.
Darling little town, so old-fashioned and quaint.
Decadent is the word.
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Well, there isn't even a porter here to take my baggage.
Well, I'll carry it for you.
Oh, please, Mrs. Tom. I don't want people to see me letting a woman carry my baggage.
Well, I carried it when we got on the train.
That was last night. It was dark. No, thank you, son.
Oh, look, Mr. Mooney, your picture's on the front page.
Well, how much is that paper?
A nickel.
Do you have change for $1?
No, sir. Oh, that's okay. You can pay me next time.
Oh, here, son. Here's a quarter. Keep the change.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's all right.
Paper!
My, that was very generous of you giving that boy a quarter.
Oh, he seems so nice and trusting.
Yes. Well... Don't forget to remind me that I owe you a nickel. Oh, well.
What does it say about you?
Banker Theodore Mooney arriving in town to confer with Highway Planning Commission.
Yeah, that sure is nice of them putting your picture in the paper, huh?
Well, they should. I worked hard to convince the Highway Commission that a freeway through Main Street here would bring this town progress and prosperity.
Oh? Mm-hmm. I thought that you wanted the freeway through here so you could build your big shopping center.
Mrs. Carmichael, I assure you, my motives were most honorable and in the best interest of the community. Mrs. Carmichael!
I didn't say anything.
I know, but I don't like the tone of what you're not saying.
Look, the brass band.
Well, I didn't expect a welcome like this.
How about that?
Yes.
this is my hometown. I was raised here.
No kidding.
Yeah, my folks are pretty upset about this freeway situation, so I thought I'd pay him a visit and cheer him up.
Oh, how nice. This is my boss, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, I'm glad to meet you.
I can see that.
Tink and I live in the same apartment house in L.A. We're very good friends.
That figures.
Mel's a musician and a composer. And, oh, you ought to hear all the music he's composed.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, I wrote the march that the band was just playing.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it called? Mooney, go home?
Well, no, sir. There's no title or lyrics to it. It's just a march.
Well, I think it's very catchy. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum,
Mrs. Carmichael, please. Look, I was supposed to meet a member of the Planning Commission named Weber. Can you tell me where I can find him?
Oh, well, he just passed here with the band.
He was in that welcoming committee?
I'll point him out to you. Mr. Weber. Mr. Weber. Here he is.
Hi, Mr. Mooney.
Are you Weber of the Planning Commission?
I am.
Well, I was supposed to meet with you, it seems to me.
Well, yes, you were, but I march with the band because if I don't march, they don't have a tuba.
Oh, why were you marching with the opposition?
Well, you see, here in Bancroft, we don't let political issues interfere with the reason for having a parade.
Well, I didn't come here to see a parade. I was to have a private meeting with Mayor Adler and one of the local representatives of the Planning Commission.
Oh, well, that meeting has been postponed till 2 o'clock on account of the parade. Say, would you excuse me? Band don't sound so good without a tuba.
Well, take your tuba and blow. Well, I suppose we better check in at the hotel if we can find it. Where is it? It is
Wait
in this
a minute.
place.
Now, look, we have no porter here, but
No,
let me
I
help
know.
you with the bags, okay?
Oh, that's very nice
I'd
of
be
you,
more
Mel.
than happy to
Yeah,
take
well,
them.
thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Excuse
Mine's
me,
very
would
good.
you carry this for
Yeah,
me, please?
go
Is
watch
the
that.
Oh, Tink, I just can't thank you enough for showing me around this darling little town. Gee, you know, it's been a long time since I've seen a dry goods store and a little park like that, and oh, it's so adorable, this place. Oh, that's heavenly.
What do you mean, the fresh air?
No, I smell hot bread.
There's our bakery right there.
Oh, I gain weight just looking at that window. Oh, isn't that divine? This little park is so cute. Tink, what do you call those things? I've forgotten.
Oh, that's a gazebo.
Gazebo. I haven't seen one of those in years.
You know, this is where we're going to hold our town meeting tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh, gotta see Doc Putnam's drugstore.
Where is it?
It's right over here. Come on. Now, no tour of Bancroft would be complete without a visit to Doc Putnam's.
Why is that?
Well, take a look. Now, to most people, this might just be another drugstore, but here in Bancroft, this is our main street of go-go.
Oh, well, let's go in. Oh, I just love it. It's so old-fashioned. A coffee grinder. Oh, smell that. Oh, and look, penny candy. Do you know I can remember when you could get a penny's worth of candy for a penny?
Amen.
What's going on there?
Oh, that's a chess game. Now, that's Doc Putnam. He owns the drugstore. And that's John Bubbles. Now, those two have been at each other's throat over that chessboard for the last 20 years.
You're kidding. Who usually wins?
But I know the game isn't over yet.
Who's the other gentleman?
Oh, now, that's old Uncle Joe. Hey, he's 105.
You gotta be kidding.
True.
I think my night
tonight and move it over here and block off your bishop.
Well, fine, fine, and I'll just capture your queen.
Hold it, hold it. I said, I think I'll move it over there. I didn't actually move it yet.
Why, you did too move it.
I did not. I just jiggle it over there. And a jiggle is not a move.
Well, it is when you jiggle it all the way over to another square.
Well, I jiggle it all the way back, didn't I?
Oh, I'm not going to play with you anymore. You keep moving these chess pieces around like they were flying saucers.
I didn't move anything. I just jiggled.
Now, here's a complete stranger. Now, we'll let her decide. Mitch, did he jiggle or did he move?
Well, I'd say he half jiggled and half moved.
What kind of an answer is that?
The lady means it all depends on your point of view. Right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Look, either he jiggled or he moved.
Not necessarily. For instance, take this bottle of whiskey. Now, a pessimist would say it was half empty. An optimist would say it's half full.
Is that how we got to be 105?
Hey, Doc.
Yeah?
How about fixing us a couple of sodas?
Oh, yeah, coming right up. Don't you do any jiggling while I'm gone. Jiggle, jiggle all the time, jiggle. Get it done. Well, what do you have, folks?
What do you recommend?
Well, I usually have a strawberry ice cream soda.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
All right, 2 strawberry ice cream sodas.
Oh, and Doc.
Huh?
In a clean glass.
In a clean glass.
Well, you know, Doc does pretty good on the washing, but lately he don't see so good when it comes to the rinsing.
He sees pretty good when it comes to jiggling.
Miss Carmichael, this is John Bubbles.
How do you do, Mr. Bubble?
Hello. Old Uncle Joe's asleep.
Oh, already?
Mr. Bubbles used to own the garage here, but he sold it and bought the livery stable.
The livery stable? I thought horses were practically extinct.
I bought the livery stable so I'd have more time to catch up on my hanging around.
Well, that gives you an idea how the folks around here feel about progress.
Yeah. You know something? I appreciate a small town after all the hustle and bustle of a big city.
Yeah, it's a shame they're going to bury it under a freeway.
Well, are you sure it's a lost cause? You still have that public meeting tonight with the Highway Commission.
No. That meeting won't do any good.
Why not?
Well, you know, the local people here in Bancroft just figure they can't fight City Hall.
Well, then why did you bother with all those signs and that big parade this morning?
Well, brass bands and parades are very big here. But you know, when it comes to politics and speeches, that's something else again. See, this isn't like an election. No matter what the local people want, the Highway Commission calls the shots on a freeway.
Well, I think that's ridiculous. Boy, if I lived here in Bancroft, I'd find some way to convince the Highway Commission that they're making a terrible mistake. They are just going to ruin this beautiful little town.
We already had one meeting with them to discuss the issue, pro and con.
What happened?
Those highway officials are pros when it comes to con.
Well, folks, here's your 2 strawberry ice cream sodas.
Oh.
Who ordered the clean glass?
For the lady.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
Oh, boy, that's what I call a real old-fashioned ice cream soda. You know, this whole place reminds me of an ice cream parlor that was in my hometown when I was a little girl, especially the piano. Hey, Tink, play something for me, will you? It's been ages since I've heard you play.
Why not? Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
You know what this is?
Diddly-bop-bop-bop-dee-dee-bop-bee-doopy-day.
Diddly-bop-bop-bop.
Shoobity-bop-bop-bop. You know something? There was
were no skyscrapers in my hometown. There were no bright lights on old Broadway. There were no taxis out on old Main Street. No midnight cabaret. They were just plain people in my hometown. Always up with the chickens every morning. If a fella had a gal, he would not have to watch his pal in the town where I was born.
Hey, how about some dancing?
I'm ready when you are.
Well, just put your feet in my hands.
You got them, just don't squeeze them too tight.
Where'd you learn that one?
Hanging around.
I like that.
Yeah? Well, come on down and hang around a while and I'll teach it to you.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Now, just take your right foot. Lay it down low. Now, take your left foot. Don't add no more.
No.
Now, put them both together. That's the latest style. Now, stop. Rest a while. That's long enough. Come on. Hey, you can breathe easy on this case. Yeah. Let's walk around a little bit. Stop. That's what happens in the town where I was.
In the town where he was.
In the town where we were. Bobbidi bobbidi bibbidi bobbidi doodly doodly bap. Bo doo 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 doo.
Good afternoon, Mayor Adler.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mooney.
May I present Mrs. Carmichael, my secretary?
How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
Your Honor.
Oh, Your Honor. And may I say that it must be quite an honor to be mayor of such a beautiful little town.
Well, thank you. Mr. Mooney, your bank has even greater assets than I imagined.
Oh, no wonder you got elected.
Sorry I'm late, folks.
Oh, hello, Mr. Weber.
Weber, I can tolerate a member of the Highway Commission marching with the protesters because the band needs a tuba. But do you have to wear it to this meeting?
Well, I never can get it off after I eat lunch.
Well, when you show up at that highway meeting tonight, you better have it starved off of you.
Yes, sir.
Now sit down.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I say that I think it would be a terrible shame to put a freeway right down your main street. It is so beautiful. You know, I visited all your shops, and I was in old Doc Putnam's drugstore, and I walked all around, and oh, I just loved the parade this morning. Da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum.
Mrs. Carmichael! Weber!
Yes, sir.
One more blow and out you go.
I'm sorry, sir.
Now, Weber, where do you suggest putting the off-ramp? Well, I think the off-ramp... I hope it will be where it will help the bank shopping center.
Oh, it will. The highway department has said that the off-ramp will come right here, right through Doc Putnam's drugstore.
Oh, you can't do that.
Why not?
Well, how can old Doc Putnam and Mr. Bubbles play chess on an off-ramp? And Mr. Weber, that brass band that you're so proud of, without Main Street, you know, you'll be holding your parades on a freeway. You'll start off with 76 trombones and wind up with one piccolo player.
But Mrs. Carmichael...
Hey, Mr. Weber, you were born and raised here. These are your people. Can't you do something to get out of this mess?
Lady, I can't even get out of this tuba.
What about you, Your Honor? Can't you do something?
Mrs. Carmichael, will you keep out of this? I appreciate your sentimentality, Mrs. Carmichael, but I have to be realistic and consider progress.
Progress. Well, if you ask me...
Nobody asked you!
I think we'd be making a lot more progress if we had a lot more wonderful little towns like Bancroft.
What do you mean, we? You're not even a citizen here.
I'm not the only one that feels like this, and you'll find that out tonight. Now, look, Your Honor, can't you convince the men on the Highway Commission that Main Street is more than just a street? Well, it's a way of life. If I lived here in Bancroft, you know what I'd do. I'd get up a petition about this. And at that meeting tonight, I'd say, who needs industry and commerce and all that highfalutin, air-polluting progress? Energy doesn't get better just because it gets bigger.
Well, thank you, Carrie Nation.
That was a very pretty speech, but the Highway Commission has already determined where that freeway is going, and you will not sway them, even if you take that crack-a-barrel philosophy of yours and set it to music.
I think that is a very unfair attitude, Mr. Mooney. If you had set it to music. Da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum,
Mrs. Carmichael, will you stop?
Stop! I haven't even started yet.
Well, it is apparent by this meager turnout that the majority of the townspeople are in favor of a freeway in Bancroft. Therefore, I officially proclaim the approval.
Every time you put your feet on the pavement on Main Street, USA. Not a big thoroughfare. Ah, but you didn't care, 'cause you walked down the square, and your neighbors were there, and you see all the sights that you'd seen there before. From the livery stable to the old drugstore. Life was sweet, life was slow. You would greet someone you know, and you'd pass the time of day. When your heart's in the rut, don't you ever wonder whatever happened to Main Street, USA.
Hey, by the way, are you wishing what I'm wishing? What do you say we get together and sign a big petition to preserve a wonderful American tradition? Main Street, USA.
There's Farmer Brown, he came to town to sell a wagon load of wheat before the price went down.
And what do you know? There's Uncle Joe.
Yeah, they say that he's 105 or so.
I know.
Oh, what a sight on a Saturday night. Every light shining bright as can be. Isn't it fun to reminisce? And isn't it kind of sad that this is just a memory?
Being in this beautiful little town reminds me of when we both lived in Danfield, remember?
Yeah, very much like it, yeah.
And you were going to put a freeway through here.
And would have if you hadn't butted in.
That's some of the best butting in I ever did.
Well, that covers a lot of butting in.
Yeah, well, they're expecting us in here, you know.
I still can't understand why they invited me to this celebration this morning, knowing that I'm the one who was trying to put a freeway through Main Street here.
It's because you were such a good sport about not getting your own way.
Well, I'm going to feel very foolish knowing that they think I'm some kind of a stinker.
Yeah, but such a nice kind of stinker. Come on, Stinky. Hi, everybody. Mooney, you remember Mr. Bubbles?
Yes.
And this is Doc Putnam.
Oh, yes, hi, Doc.
And you remember Uncle Joe.
Oh, yes.
And I guess you all remember my boss, Mr. Mooney.
Folks, now I asked Mr. Mooney and Miss Carmichael here this morning so we could formally invite them to be guests of honor at our block party tonight. And Lucy, we'd like to express our appreciation for the stirring appeal you gave to the Highway Commission. You know, it was your song that saved Main Street.
Oh, it did.
Hey, everybody. Let's salute Lucy with her own words. Okay, everybody, you all set? Here we go.
There's a place that I know, I remember long ago, known as Main Street, USA.
What a thrill, what a treat, every time you put your feet on the pavement of Main Street, USA.
Life was sweet, life was low. You would greet someone you'd know, and you'd pass the time of day.
Hey, by the way, are you wishing what I'm wishing? What do you say we get together and sign a big petition
To preserve a wonderful American tradition, Main Street, USA.
You know something? I was just thinking. We may have saved Main Street here in Bancroft, but our job isn't really done.
How's that?
Well, think of all the other beautiful little towns that are going to have freeways put right through them.
Gee, wouldn't it be great if we could get all the people in the country and all the highway commissions to hear our song?
It sure would, but how could we do that?
Well, we're having a block party tonight. Why don't we ask a big TV news service to cover it?
Could we do that?
Well, sure. I'll call Dan McGowan, the famous news commentator.
You know him?
Well, no, but I'm sure he'd jump at a chance to cover a great human interest story like this.
Wouldn't that be great? And everybody, hey, by the way, are you wishing what I'm
get together and sign a big petition to preserve a wonderful American tradition. Main Street, USA.
Hi, Lucy. Come on in. The phone's ringing.
Okay.
Hello? Yes, that's right, operator. I placed a person-to-person call to Mr. Dan McGowan, National News Service. Yeah, I see. Well, would you keep trying, please? Okay, thank you. The circuits are still busy.
Oh, I'm so glad.
What do you mean by that?
Well, as long as we can't get to him, there's still hope. If we reach him and he turns us down, there'll be no way to get our message to the rest of the country.
Lucy, I always thought you were a positive thinker.
I am, but I can always think a lot more positively when everything's in the bag. I think it's a
Well,
wonderful...
I thought someone should have offered our guests some refreshments.
Lucy, I'd like you to meet Aunt Carrie.
Oh.
Howdy, don't get up. Your company, I ain't.
Aunt Carrie's been up since 5 this morning making coleslaw and baking brownies for the block party tonight.
Oh,
Help
really?
yourself.
Well, thank you. Oh, they look delicious. I could eat a barrel of these.
You do, and we'll have to call off the block party.
I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful evening.
Well, I just hope I live to see it. Between eating to keep up my strength and dieting to keep my weight down, I don't know how long I'm going to last.
Oh, she's a doll. I like her. Listen, Ting, who is that man in uniform there?
Oh, that's my father. He's the chief of police here.
I didn't know that.
That's my mother right next to him.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
What's this?
Oh, that's a brand new song I just wrote for the block party tonight.
You just wrote it? Can I be the first one to hear it?
You got it.
Okay.
There's a feeling of spring in the air, but come to think of it, that isn't rare. This feeling of spring is an everyday thing in our hometown. Get a whiff of that sweet evening breeze, night blooming jasmine and sycamore trees. You're liable to find you get weak in the knees in our hometown. We don't want no one to change it. We like it just like it stands. When someone tries to rearrange it, we very gently, sentimentally change their plans. So if you're tired of fighting the crowd, join our community, we'd sure be proud. It's peaceful and quiet, and maybe that's why it is lacking in world renown. But you'll be as welcome can be in our
Come on.
Oh, I just love that song.
Thank you. Hello? Yeah, yes, sir. Hello. This is Mel Tinker calling, sir. No, Tinker with a T. Look, sir, our little town of Bancroft is having a big block party tonight. A block party. Yes, sir. And we thought that maybe you'd like to cover it because, well, it's a...
It's a great human interest
It's
story.
a great human interest story,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah, well, I know you're busy, yes, sir, but you see, with everybody trying to put freeways through, we're trying
We're gonna have a big celebration.
Well, we're gonna have a big celebration
Lots of
tonight,
singing and
lots of
dancing.
singing
You
and
think the
dancing.
whole country should see
I think
this.
the whole country should see it, sir. Yeah, I see. Yes, sir. Well, okay, thank you.
What did he say?
He says he's much too busy covering more important and dramatic news than to come to a block party.
What more important and dramatic news?
You know, riots and violence and disasters. You know the kind of thing you see on the news these days.
Oh, do I ever. Well, maybe we could get him to come here tonight if he thought there was something like that going on.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe we could tell him the students were demonstrating down at the college.
It's a great idea. There's only one thing wrong with it.
What?
We haven't got a college here.
I got it. Let's play cops and robbers.
Cops and...
Yeah, we'll tell them that there's a big gun battle going on over here, and that the police are shooting it out with a gang of bank robbers, and that they're holed up in some old building on Main Street, and I'll be the leader of the gang. I'll be the most vicious, daring, cold-blooded killer since Ma Barker. That ought to do it. That ought to get him here.
Great. Listen, we'll call you...
Call me what?
Carrot Top Carmichael.
Oh, Carrot Top Carmichael. Not bad. All right, if they want violence, violence we'll give them. Hey! That's a wonderful idea, isn't it?
All right, men, you've all been shown how to handle those guns. The ammunition that we've passed out to you is all fake. It's all blanks. And don't forget, Carrot Top, you're ahead of the bad guys.
Yeah, I know.
Have the bad guys up here with Lucy.
Everybody over here.
And get the good guys over on this side.
Doc, no, you're supposed to be over here with the good guys.
Oh, I want to be a bad guy.
Oh, all right.
I want to be a bad guy, too.
Now, Mr. Mooney, we can't have all bad guys.
And I don't want to be in it.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, don't be like that.
Oh, sure. It's all right for you. You're the leader on your side.
Mr. Mooney, what's wrong with being a cop?
I don't even have a whistle.
Somebody give him a whistle.
Oh, here, take the bullhorn. And I'll make you chief of police, too.
Oh, fine.
There, are you satisfied now?
Yeah, chief of police. You know, I've always wanted to use one of these, too. All right,
I'll use it now.
Hey, where's Bubbles? Bubbles. Oh, good. Hey, Bubbles, you be one of the good guys. Here's your gun.
You mean to tell me we're going to shoot at each other with these?
Sure.
No, sir.
Where are you going?
I'm going downstairs.
There's no stairs around here.
I'm going to make some.
Come on, Bubbles.
It's a gag. It's
Bubbles,
fun.
we're just pretending.
Blank cartridges.
We're just pretending.
All right, all
Cops and
right.
robbers. Shoot them out, see?
All right, now listen, everybody. Now, when those TV news people get here, we got to make this gun battle look real. Now, the minute they get their cameras going, we'll give the signal for the block party to begin, okay?
Yeah, I'll blow a whistle. I'll blow a whistle.
Great.
You blow a whistle.
The fellas on the TV fellas coming over in their camera.
All right, now get your place, everybody. That's right, that's fine. That's good. All right, fellas, get that camera on the action. I'm Dan McGowan, National News Service. Oh, how do you do, sir? I'm Theodore J. Mooney. Am I on television? Not yet. It takes a couple of minutes to get the camera going. Oh. But we are on audio. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dan McGowan bringing you an on-the-spot report from a raging gun battle taking place right here in front of us. Yes, Bob, we've come to this peaceful little town of Bancroft. Chief, I wonder if you could bring us up to date on what's been going on. Going on? Yes. Yeah. Oh, but yes. You see, Carrot Top Carmichael and her gang are inside that building. Well, how did this all get started? Started? Yeah. Oh, started. Oh, yeah. Well, Carrot Top held up the bank. See, then there was a running gun battle, and now I've got them surrounded. Well, I wonder if we could get a glimpse of this female desperado. You fellows be quiet! Will you stop that? Stop it. Good.
some kind of a trick.
It isn't a trick.
It hadn't better be, copper.
What a way to talk to the chief of police.
Yes. The door is opening. There is a figure. Yes, it is. It's Carrot Top. She's coming out. She has a gun in each hand, glaring defiance at this crowd.
All right, what do you want, copper? I surrender! I surrender! Please, I surrender! That's your rat!
I can't believe it. Carrot Top Carmichael has just gunned down one of her own men who was ready to surrender. I'll try and describe Carrot Top Carmichael to you, particularly her coloring, since this picture you're not getting is supposed to be in color. She has bright red hair, creamy white complexion, ruby red lips, big brown eyes.
Big blue eyes.
One of Carrot Top's men was just shot off the roof of that building. He fell right in front of our cameras, and they're still not working.
What's the matter with that camera?
It's nearly ready. Oh.
Hurry up. We're running out of ammunition.
Bubble, here, look. Will you take me some ammunition like a good fella? Go
I just can't understand it. Unless, Chief, is this some new kind of law protecting criminals from improper police procedure?
Hey, your camera, it's on. Oh, hey, yeah.
Great news, folks. We finally have our camera operating.
All right, Carrot Top. This is your last chance to surrender.
You'll have to come in and get me, copper.
Carrot Top, the camera is fixed. Now you can surrender on television.
Well, it's about time.
Boy, criminals are such hams.
All right, drop those guns. Now get your hands up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a most dramatic moment. Carrot Top and her gang are about to surrender to the local police here in Bancroft. There she is.
All right, boys, you can get up now.
What's going on here?
Well, Mr. McGowan took a little riot to get you and your cameras here, but this is what we really wanted you to see, what we want the whole country to see. Come on, Bancroft, let's show them.
Feeling of spring in the air. What come to think of it, that isn't rare. This feeling of spring is an everyday thing in our hometown. Get a whiff of that sweet evening breeze, night bloom and jasmine and sycamore trees. You're liable to find you get weak in the knees in our
don't want no one to change it. We like it just like it stands. When someone tries to rearrange it, we very gently, sentimentally change their plans. So if you're tired of fighting the crowd, join our community, we'd sure be proud. It's peaceful and quiet, there's never a riot, and though it lacks world renown, you'll be as welcome can be in our
When these 10 tapping toes put on their dancing clothes, that's what I came here for. You think a topsy-turvy beat makes you want to move your feet? That's what I'm waiting for. And what do I care? I'll be walking on air. My feet will go tippity-tap. And I'll be in clover. My blues are all over. I'll shuffle off to Buffalo. When these 10 tapping toes put on their dancing clothes, that's what I came here for.
Because your civic leaders want to put a freeway through, there's no need to fret. Here's the reason why. Let this song become your battle cry. There's a place that I know, I remember long ago, known as Main Street, USA.
What's real? What's cheap?
Every time you put your feet on the pavement of Main Street, USA.
Not a big thoroughfare,
but you didn't care, 'cause you walk round the square, and your neighbors were there, and you see all the sights that you've seen there before. From the livery stable to the old drugstore, life was sweet, life was slow, you would meet someone you know, and you pass the time of day. When your heart's in the rut, don't you ever wonder whatever happened to Main Street, USA.
Exclusive creations. Notice the flared bottom, the high-style collar, the flawless blending of the skins, the deep, rich color. This coat is of exceptional value. It's only $16,000. Oh, that is exceptional, Lucille.
Yes, darling, but it is so common.
Common? There's only one other coat like this in the entire world, and that coat is worn by the Queen of England.
Oh, dear. In that case, I couldn't possibly buy it. The Queen and I go to all the same parties. Sorry about that.
I think I have just the coat for you. Pardon me, Georgia.
You were right. This is fun. I wonder what she'd do if she knew we only had 27 cents between us.
Oh, this is a wonderful place to spend your lunch hour when you can't afford lunch. Are you sure they have tea and sandwiches here?
Yes, all the high-class stores do. I go to a different store every Friday. Where are you going?
To get a sandwich.
Listen, cool it, girl, cool it. Remember, we're rich, not hungry.
I'm not hungry. I'm starved.
Well, so am I, but let's not be obvious. We don't want them to think that's all we came here for. They'll serve us.
Some sandwiches for you, ladies?
Oh, well, we're really not hungry.
But we'll force ourselves.
Well, yes, if you insist.
What kind of sandwich would you like, madam?
Oh, well, I'll have one of those, and one of those, and one of those.
And you, madam?
And one of those, and one of those, and two of those.
Madam, this is you. Chinchilla. Why doesn't Madam try it on?
Yeah, why don't you try it on, Lucy?
Just wearing it will give you a feel of it so much better than my mere words. Notice that while the fur is as soft as gossamer, it is both thick and rich. Notice the fullness of the coat. See how it flares when you turn around. Turn around a few times. And I must draw your attention to the fact that we have used only the tops of the pelts, not the sides or tummies.
No tummies. No.
And, madam, an extra conversational piece is the fact that the hem can be turned into a stole for the evening.
Oh.
Why doesn't madam try it on?
Oh, well, it's really, it's quite enchanting, really.
This coat is consisted of imported Peruvian pelts, which are in their natural state and have not been lightened or brightened or in any way artificially enhanced. And the price, madam, is only $35,000. Madam, all right?
Oh, it's really beautiful, Lucy.
Oh, madam, the coat is you. It's really you.
It's just lovely. Why don't you get it?
No, actually, I don't think that I'll take this one.
But why, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth, darling, it depresses me. It depresses me to think of all those little chinchillae running around with just sides and backs and no tummy.
I see, madam. I'm sorry we had nothing to please you.
That's all right.
Perhaps some other time.
How about next Friday?
Madam is always welcome.
Thank you.
Listen, they have wonderful food here. Oh, it's so good.
Hey, our lunch hour is over. Come on, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Hey, Pat!
Hi, Mary Jane. How are
Lucy.
you?
Yeah, fine. I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. This is Lucy Carmichael. This is Miss Pat, the famous hypnotist.
Oh, Miss Pat! Oh, the hypnotist. Oh, I am so glad to meet you. I've heard so much about you. It must be wonderful being a hypnotist.
It comes in handy sometimes.
She's really remarkable, Lucy. She can make people do practically anything.
Really?
Yeah, she hypnotized me and stopped me from biting my nails.
I didn't know you ever bit your nails.
Oh, I used to. It was a terrible habit. When I went to an exciting movie, I'd bite off all my nails, and then I'd bite off all my boyfriend's nails.
Quite an improvement, though.
Isn't that great?
Well,
she's just amazing. She can make people do all sorts of things.
Well, what are some of the other things?
Well, she can make people get over the fear of flying.
Uh-huh.
Or
keep them from overeating, and I can help you stop smoking, or if you're not able to sleep at night, I can give you a suggestion.
Oh, that's good to know. Well, if I'm ever bothered by any of those things, I'd like to come and see you. Where's your office?
Oh, I don't have an office. I'm not a doctor, Lucy.
Oh.
But I'll tell you what, I'm working at the Royal Club, and you can come participate in my act. How's that?
You're appearing at the Royal Club? Oh, I'd love to do
Would
that.
you come some night?
Oh, I'd love it.
Look,
Thank
you. It was
you.
nice seeing you, Mary Jane. I have to go and pick up my new coat. Bye-bye, Lucy.
We'll see you
Bye.
soon.
Bye-bye.
I wonder what kind of a fur coat she's getting.
Probably rabbit.
Rabbit?
Sure, she could hypnotize herself into thinking it's mink.
Well, it's a lot cheaper that way.
She saves a lot of money.
Just sign that. Yours truly, etc., etc., etc. Now, let me see this next letter. This goes to Rylander and Mosier.
Rylander and Mosier, yes, sir.
Yes. Gentlemen, I feel it would be mutually beneficial if we... Oh,
What's the matter, Mr. Mooney? Something wrong?
Yes, I've got a splitting headache. Do you know I haven't slept for 3 nights?
Oh, well, then that explains it.
That explains what?
Why you're such a big grouch.
What?
I mean, why you're a bigger grouch than usual.
No?
I mean, oh, dear.
I know what you mean. I can't say that I blame you. I must admit that for the past 2 days, I haven't been my usual Mr. Nice Guy.
Well, no need to apologize, sir. Going without sleep for 3 nights would put a strain on anybody.
Yes, but it's more of a strain for me. When I stay awake, I have to look at my wife. Oh, this going without sleep is driving me crazy. And I've tried everything.
Like what?
Well, I've taken pills, taken warm milk, I've counted sheep. I even tried listening to Wayne King records. Didn't help a bit. If I could just get a good night's sleep.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, I've got it.
What?
I know how you can get a good night's sleep.
How?
Hypnotism.
Hypnotism?
Yes, I know a hypnotist.
Mrs. Carmichael, I appreciate your thinking about me, but hypnotism is a lot of nonsense.
No, it isn't. Hypnotists have helped lots of people with lots of things, like getting over the fear of jumping out of airplanes. With a parachute, you know.
Oh, really?
Well, you've tried everything else. What do you got to lose? You can't go on without sleep.
Well, no, that's right. Well, all right, you call this hypnotist friend of yours and tell him I'd like an appointment for 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, it's not a him, it's a her. And you cannot see her privately. You have to go to the nightclub where she's appearing and get into her act.
Get into her act? Have you flipped your flaming wig?
Well, she helps people.
Mrs. Carmichael,
sleep.
I am a banker. I cannot appear in a nightclub act. I have to uphold the dignity of my job.
Well, if you keep going without sleep, you won't even have a job. You're liable to get fired. It'll be pretty hard getting another job at your age.
I'm not that old. Well, maybe I better not take a chance. All right, where is this hypnotist appearing?
At the Royal Club. I'll take you there tonight.
Well, thank you, but you don't have to take me.
Oh, all right.
We'll go Dutch. Boy, did I make a mistake coming here tonight.
Why do you say that?
Well, if you think I'm going to get up there and make a fool of myself in front of all these people, you're very much
Mr.
mistaken.
Mooney, now there's nothing to be afraid of.
Isn't it? I'm afraid.
Ladies and gentlemen,
She can help you.
the Royal Club proudly presents the hypnotist, Miss Pat.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening. For those of you who've never seen a hypnotic show before, I'm going to give you a very brief explanation of what is about to happen up here. Once again, in a few moments, I'm going to invite about 5 or 6 of you to come up on the stage and to volunteer to be hypnotized. Now, this is for real. If you'd like to come up, you're more than welcome. But before you venture up here, I want to explain to you exactly how you're going to feel, because most people really do not understand the science of hypnosis. Now, they seem to think if they come up here and go under, they're going to become unconscious and not know what they're doing, and that's very, very wrong. They also seem to think that I hypnotize them, which is very wrong. You actually hypnotize yourself. You do this by concentrating, by taking my suggestions. Once you go under hypnosis, you're not unconscious, you're fully aware of everything that's happening, you're just very, very relaxed. You're reacting to suggestions that happen in your imagination. You're reacting with a reflex on your part. You won't change in any way. If you're shy, you'll be shy when you're hypnotized. If you're an extrovert, you're going to be an extrovert. The beauty of it is that most of us think we're shy, you know, until we get hypnotized. I guarantee you'll have a marvelous time if you come up here. You'll go under, you'll be very creative. The biggest bonus that you got out of the host show is the fact that the 45 minutes to an hour that you will be up here under hypnosis is the equivalent of 8 to 10 hours sleep. So if you'd like to give it a try, you're more than welcome. All I ask of you is that you're serious, that you want to be hypnotized. Those of you that want to try, come on up right now and we'll start the show. Let's go. If you will come with me, I'll I'll take you to the moon. Look in my eyes, you'll see what I mean. Take my hand and follow me. I'm sorry, we don't have any more chairs. I'll take you to the stars. All right, we're going to begin with the people that are on the stage, and we want all of you to kind of quiet down so that I can put these people on the stage under hypnosis. We have to have it quiet. I'm sorry. Sorry, nice and quiet and settled. Hi, how are you?
Remember me?
No.
Well, I'm the girl that has the girlfriend who bites her boyfriend's nails.
Oh.
Lucy Carmichael.
Yeah.
Lucy.
Oh. All right, we're going to begin with these people that are on the stage. I'm going to ask all of you in the room to please be very, very quiet now as we put them under hypnosis. Once they've gone under, you can make all the noise that you want to, okay? Thank you very much. Now, those of you on the stage, I want you to settle back in your seats. Get your feet flat on the floor. Put your hands in your lap. Feet flat, honey. That a girl. Now, keep your hands open. Don't close them because they start to tingle. Those of you on the stage, I want you to settle back and look directly into one of the spotlights and stare into a spotlight. Gives you something to focus on. Now, I'm going to begin by relaxing all of you, so stare at the one object. Now, I want all of you to take a very deep breath, relax your body. Now concentrate on the sound of my voice. Now, when I count to 3, all of you on the stage, raise your left arm high in the air, light as a feather. When I count to 3, all of you put your left arm up high in the air. 1, 2, and 3, raise your left arm. All of you raise your left arm. Now concentrate on the muscles in your left arm. Your left arm, when I count to 3, make it rigid as a piece of steel. Lock every muscle in your left arm on the count of 3 and go deeper asleep. 1, 2, and 3, arm rigid. Left arm stiff and rigid as a steel bar. Every muscle in your arm is locked tight. Every muscle in your left arm is locked tight, and you cannot lower your arm. You cannot lower your arm. Physically impossible. Physically impossible to lower your arm, trying to put it down, but you cannot. Try and put it down, but you cannot get it down. Now you realize that you are hypnotized. This is all there is to it. Throughout the rest of the show, you will do only as my voice tells you and have a marvelous time with suggestion. All inhibitions are gone. You're not embarrassed. All of you take another deep breath. Relax now. Every muscle in your body, loose and heavy. Relax that left arm. Let it fall down and go deeper asleep. Relax every muscle in your body. Now, for those of you who've never seen my show before, I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do. The first 5 minutes of all of my shows, I work with the people on the stage, give them suggestions to see what kind of personalities and reflexes they have. Keep in mind, they know what they're doing. I'm giving them these suggestions to see how fast they are, how slow they are, who's shy, who's an extrovert, and so on. It's all in their imagination. They don't really see a funny movie, but they laugh at it. And they don't really get hot or cold, but they fan themselves. It's beautiful to watch, hysterical. It's wonderful to listen to. They say very funny things, people that are hypnotized, because they're creative and they don't think they're under. And the other night when I was doing the funny movie thing, everybody was laughing except one little old man who kept insisting he wasn't under. He just goes, oh, you know. And I said, what's wrong? He said, I saw that movie. You know, right back to saying, oh, why? Marvelous. Look at this face of, oh, I have to talk to this one. This is the one I have to talk to first. He's great. Use what I'm touching. Just kind of relax and stand up. The rest of you close your eyes, relax, and sleep. I've got to talk to you. Come here. You're marvelous. You're just fantastic. What's your name?
Theodore J. Mooney.
Oh, what do you do for a living, Mr. Mooney?
I'm a banker. And I might as well tell you that I don't believe in hypnotism.
That's all right, because I don't believe in banks. You don't think you're hypnotized?
Well, of course not. I'm not hypnotized. I couldn't be asleep. I have insomnia, you see.
Well, that really has nothing to do with it. See, you're relaxed, right? You're very relaxed and you're happy, right? See how relaxed?
I'm relaxed. I'm not particularly happy.
Oh, you're very happy, Mr. Mooney. So happy you'd like to turn a cartwheel. That's how happy you are. You would.
Oh, now that's ridiculous. I've never turned a cartwheel in my life. I don't intend to turn one now.
But you will when I count to 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn.
And what's more, you cannot make me turn a cartwheel.
Oh, yes, all right. Well, that's all right. You take my hand. I want you to come over here, and I want you to sit down in your chair, and I want you to go to sleep and work on your insomnia, okay? You just sit down and relax and sleep way down. Let's talk to the kooky redhead that was giving me all the trouble, all right? Use what I'm touching. Open your eyes. Do not awaken. Stand up, honey. I want to talk to you. Come on. Up. It's a hot chair, hot chair, hot, 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 hot. Come up fast. What's the matter?
It's hot.
Oh, well, we'll cool it off later. You're Lucy, right?
Yes.
What do you do for a living, Lucy?
I'm a secretary.
Oh, you're not your typewriter. Huh? It's electric carriage. The pug-nose design. Oh, wait, stop. What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing?
Changing my ribbon.
told you they say funny things. You better sit down, Lucy. Just sit down and relax. You're just yourself, okay? It's not a hot chair. You feel great, right? Good. Sleep. Way down. Deep sleep. Relax. Now, all of you on the stage, take a very deep breath. And when I count to 3, I want you to open your eyes, sit up in your chair. Do not awaken. There's a fly in your nose. 1, 2, and 3. All of you, open your eyes, sit up in your chair. There's a fly on the very tip of your nose. Get him up. Get him up. He tickles you. He's on the very tip of your nose. Get him out there. There, he's buzzing around. He's going in your hair. On top of your head. The fly is going all over the place. And your hair now is buzzing around and around. The fly is buzzing everywhere and all over. The fly is buzzing. There it goes. Watching it. Buzz, buzz, buzz. It's raw. Buzz, buzz. Oh. That to happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all of you. Freeze! Sorry about that. Let's see how creative these people are. When I count to 3, all of you on the stage can open your eyes and stand up. You think you're washing machines. 1, 2, and 3. All of you up. You're a washing machine. You're a heck of a washing machine. You're a great washing machine. Look how old-fashioned Mr. Mooney is. One of those, up and down things. She's Wildwood, an agitator. It's supposed to be an Irish washing machine. I don't know. You're getting clogged up. I think that's the kind you put 25 cents into. And freeze. When I count to 3, all of you on the stage are coffee pots. 1, 2, and 3. You're a coffee pot. Isn't that wild? Everybody does it different. You know they're doing it, but they... we have a regular grind and a big red-headed drip over here. Look at the... I don't know what that is over there, to tell you the truth. Freeze! When I count to 3, all of you on the stage are monsters in a monster movie. 1, 2, and 3. You're mean. And you're ugly. And you're getting... Everybody's an actor. Everybody in the world is a frustrated actor. And they're all... Oh, wait, freeze! That's enough of that. That's enough of that. When I count to 3, all of you on the stage, except for Lucy, sit down in your chairs and string some beads. It's good therapy. You can make a necklace. 1, 2, and 3. Sit down. Go ahead. You sit down and relax and have fun and string some beads. These two are perfect for a bit that I do when I get these kind of people, and I want to do it. I've got my props over here. When I count to 3, Lucy and Mr. Mooney, both of you are going to be Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. Lucy, on the count of 3, you're Stan Laurel. And Mr. Mooney, on the count of 3, you're Oliver Hardy. And you're in a movie, and you're filming a scene where you're in a park, and it's very hot, and Oliver's drinking water, and it's fun. And when I count to 3, the rest of you will just kind of sleep while they make this movie. 1, 2, and 3.
Ollie.
Don't worry, Stanley.
I don't want to be late, Ollie.
Don't worry, Stanley. We've got plenty of time.
What time is it, Ollie?
I look.
Oh, they usually drink it.
What a mess you've got me into, Stanley.
I'm sorry, Ollie. I didn't mean to, Ollie.
Sleep, both of you. Relax. We better do the group therapy. When I count to 3, all of you on the stage are beautiful, graceful ballet dancers, and you'll stand up and do a beautiful, graceful ballet. 1, 2, and 3, up. Oh, look at that. Are you ready? Oh, that's beautiful. Great dancers we have tonight. Freeze. Good thing it didn't happen in midair. I think I'm going to send them all back their seats. When I count to 3, all of you on the stage will go back to your seats in the audience, but as you go back to your seats, you're going to dance, because you're all great dancers. You're going to do an exotic voodoo dance back to your seat, and then when you get back to your seats in the audience, go to sleep, and I'll come out and wake you up. On the count of 3, all of you dance. 1, 2, and 3. Wow. We hope you enjoyed this show. Thank you very much. I'll be right outside to wake up this very nice here. Good night. Lucy, when I count to 3, you'll wake up feeling marvelous. 1, 2, and 3. Wake up, Lucy. There you go. You were great.
Why? When is the show going on?
Oh, it was, and you were on. You were marvelous. I'm going to wake up your sleeping beauty over here. Mr. Mooney is his name, right?
Oh, yes. Don't forget to do something about his insomnia. He hasn't slept in 3 years.
Oh. He does have insomnia. Oh, I thought he was putting me on. All right. Mr. Mooney, from now on, whenever you have trouble going to sleep at night, I'm going to give you a post-hypnotic suggestion. All you have to do is say to yourself, "Nighty-night, Snooky Ookums." And whenever you say that to yourself, you go to sleep at night. You have no problems. Remember, the signal is nighty-night, Snooky Ookums. Now, when I count to 3, wake up, Mr. Mooney. Feeling wonderful. 1, 2, 3, wake up. There you go. Thanks. Can I have my hat, Lucy? You were this thing up here. Sorry about that. Thank you. You were a lot of fun. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my. Isn't she amazing?
Well, to someone as gullible as you are, yes. Personally, I think the whole evening was wasted. Post-hypnotic suggestion? Oh, really?
Aren't you even going to try it?
Well, of course not. Do you really believe that a grown man is going to put himself to sleep simply by saying nighty-night, Snooky Ookums?
I don't know why you wouldn't be... Mr. Mooney, wake up. Snooky Ookums, wake, Miss Pat, Snooky. Oh, I gotta get you out of here, Snooky.